Yeah, I think it.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanjan. I'll be your runner for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 today. So this is the glitchless category, so with a couple disclaimers. There's only, this game will be glitchless except for three things which we cannot control, so we do not ban them. So I'll get to explaining that or why later, but for the most part, this game is done without any glitches other than those three. So without further ado, let's start into the new game. So we're going to choose the female scout here. We're going to make our custom character. So let's she's pretty. And so we're going to go for max strength. We're going to go for 14 dexterity, 14 constitution, and 10 charisma. So this character creation is in time, but I will explain this as I go. So we want 18 strength because we're going to go for very damage heavy build so that we can quickly get through the game. We want 14 dexterity and constitution because we're going to need some survivability, especially in the early game, because early game we're quite weak. And then we're going to need some points in charisma because we're going to want some assistance in persuasion. So persuasion is a skill that will help us get through some conversations with people, since this game is pretty much based on Dungeons and Dragons. So for skills, we're going to put 1 point in stealth. We're not going to put we don't use stealth in this game actually because stealth is really slow, but at the beginning we're going to get some extra items that will help us and get some money, because the money route in this game is quite really tight. So, and then we're going to put 4 points in treat injury because we want to heal some more, especially early game and a little bit of mid game. It's going to be a bit intense on healing. So we want to save the rest of our points because eventually we're going to need as many points as possible to hit 9 persuade before Dantooine, or when we go to Dantooine to become a Jedi. So for our skills, we're just going to go get weapon focused melee weapons. This is going to help us get through the first planet. So we'll be using swords until we can become a Jedi. And there is no another useful skill, but we just get this because this character creation is in time, then it goes down. And it's just easier since that one is much further. And may I have the name for the main character, please?
Absolutely. Let me pull that up right now. The main character name. I'm gonna refresh the page one last time. Thank you to everyone who donated for character name. And the top with $300 is Star Trek, capital S, capital T.
So Star Trek. Very nice. And then shout out to the other franchise, Star Trek. So I will say go. So the time starts when we hit the play button. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna get into this loading screen. So we're gonna be we just woke up. We're half naked. We're stuck on this ship.
This is so relatable, waking up and not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on because there's a whole lot of stuff going on. So we're gonna have Trask here. He's gonna tell us, get dressed up and everything. So we're gonna put on some clothing and a short sword. So this is sort of like a tutorial on like how to control this game. So we have time for one quick donation.
Sure thing.
Since we're just going through.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. We have $75 from Baron Von Scrub with no comment, but thank you so much for your donation.
So I'm going to equip both of these blaster pistols here because we want Trask to one-hit those Sith. And then we're just going to be blazing through here. We're just going to grab some loot. And then we're going to go through a pretty long cutscene where they're fighting, so another quick donation.
Sure thing. We have $20 from Zeronius that says, "Good luck, Sanjan."
Thank you very much, Zeronius. Oh, yep, it's a pretty big fight. So we're gonna throw a grenade at these triple Sith. Sometimes they don't die, but thankfully they did. So we're gonna open this door, and it's a it's a battle between the two Jedi. So one fact about this cutscene is that the timing is random. So sometimes it's really fast like this, but other times it has taken some runners like a minute or two for that cutscene to end. So we're just gonna power through there. We're gonna loot this for more money. So trash, please. So we're gonna eat up some more stuff here. So we're gonna get our first level up there. So thankfully we're not gonna really die. So on this level up, we're not gonna learn any skills. We're gonna learn two-weapon fighting because we want to be a little bit more accurate with two-handed weapons. And then, Travis is our tutorial character. Now he's gonna face up against this Dark Jedi here.
Gotta have the tragic
sacrifice
backstory.
himself. Yeah,
I mean, we made a D&D character. There has to be a tragic backstory, right?
exactly. So we're introduced to Carpal Nazi, who's the last person on the ship. Also, I think one of the commanders of the NR Spire. I forget. So we're just gonna run through.
He likes to pretend he's the party leader.
Yep. So we're gonna loot that for some courier spikes, and normally you can go in here and kill all the Sith, but we're just gonna overload the tutorial and kill all of them. We're just gonna ignore those two. We're gonna loot the vibro blade here. And we're gonna escape through the escape pod here. And so this is one of the sort of legal glitches that you can use. So during some of these cutscenes that you can't skip, some of them you can actually use a stim. So I'll be using one of the adrenal alacrities here. So if you hear that sound, that means I use that alacrity. So alacrities help us move fast, and we'll be using it for pretty much a large majority of terrace because we want to go fast, not slow. So Art's gonna tell us that he kind of saved us and we're in this apartment, so that's great. So, and he's gonna tell us our job is to go find Basilisk. So we're gonna get it geared up. So I'm gonna put on some combat suit. I'm gonna put on some vibroblade and some clothing. So the game forces us to have a Carfal with us. So I'm just gonna take him.
So this is when we're getting to know Karth's player. And Karth's player doesn't know proper table etiquette, I think is the important part that we're talking about here. So when you're...
Sometimes he does.
Sometimes, but when you're playing D&D and you put out snacks and bowls, those are for sharing. Karth's player does not share his snacks. Even though you shared your pretzels with him, he's like, no, these are my M&Ms. And that's not okay.
What is with that? That's
Right?
so rude.
I know. This is, Sith happens because stuff like that happens.
It happens if you don't share.
So I'm doing a sell menu here. I am going to sell all of my unneeded items except for a vibro blade, and some computer spikes. So I'm going to buy a concussion grenade, and I'm going to buy a battle stim for later. And then we're just gonna go on a lovely walk for a little bit. So you have time for one or two quick donations because we'll be heading to the medical base shop soon.
Wonderful. While we're on this stroll, we have $10 from Amon that says, Noom. Thank you for the Noom. And we also have $10 from Miss Morgan that says, the only good part of 2020 is all the GDQ content. Putting my money towards the best lightsaber color, yellow.
So we're gonna buy some stuff from him. We're gonna buy this nerve enhancement packages, and we're gonna buy like 7 alacrities. So we want to preserve our alacrity time as much as possible here. So because we're gonna want to get through terrace without that, and then we just this guy got harassed. We just threw a grenade at them to kill them to save the dude's life. So we want to be light side for most of this playthrough up until the end, depending on what happens, because the light side is will generally give us much better access to a really good crystal that we'll be using later called the Solari crystal. And it'll give us really good stats. So I'll be explaining that in detail when we get to it. So since my alacrity ran out, I'll be in here. I'll be using it here. And so we kind of need to find a way to rescue Bastila, so who's apparently being held in the lower city. So we need to go grab some costumes. So, thankfully for us, these triple Sith here that we're gonna beat up are gonna have costumes and some really nice items as well.
I mean, it's the best way to go get the guard costumes in D&D. You kill some and then you take them, and then everyone's like, "Oh yes, I've worked with you forever." So
Exactly.
we have to hit
So
all
you
the
notice-
tropes.
So you notice I didn't enter that room because if I enter that room, that person's gonna talk to us, and we don't want to talk to anyone. We're trying to rescue Bastila. We don't have time for them.
Because frankly, we're better friends with Basila's player than we are with Karth's player.
Exactly. Yeah, so here, Karth's gonna try to talk to us, but we don't have time for you. We're trying to rescue Bastila, buddy. Also, some drunk people will talk to us. We're going to just smash one through it. So you might notice I didn't equip the Sith armor. That's because if I equip the Sith armor, they're gonna get scared off and I won't get light side points. That's why I wait until now to equip the Sith armor. So now with the Sith armor equipped, we can go into the lower city. So we're gonna see another cutscene here with the Volkars and the Hidden Vex, which are the two rival gangs fighting. So we're gonna see them fight here. Looks like they're the Hidden Vex, which is not the humans. They're getting owned. So they're gonna go against us because we have Karth is in a Jedi suit. And we're just gonna make our way through here. So we're gonna throw Karth in the apartment for now because we don't want him. We don't want him around for now. We're gonna set our waypoint here because we want to go back to the cantina here later on for a quest. So, bye, Karth.
So this is when we have the best DM here, is that they're willing to do a side session with us. The big question we have for the entire run is, what are the other characters in our party doing for the main quest while we are on the side session?
Yeah, for the most part, we'll be working alone here, as we don't want party members with us because the party AI tends to be pretty bad, and in order to transition through some areas, we need to have our party members gather together. And sometimes if they're not near us, we can't progress, which means we have to possibly beat up enemies because our party likes to beat up enemies, and we can't have nice things. Also, say hello to Candace.
Yeah, my party members always were lagging behind, and it's like, come on, I need to go through this door, please. Please, let me go through the door.
But you must gather your party before venturing forth.
Please let me go through the door.
Yeah, one of the biggest things I've seen for just convenience with this is where she ends up, if she's using party members, where they get placed. Because very rarely, if they're in the party, are they actually following her.
Yeah, it's really bad. They don't follow you. It's really annoying. I don't like it. So everyone just gets to have their own D&D session. Anyhow, I talked to the Hidden Vex here and get their help because getting their help is faster because we don't want to fight like really strong enemies. And the Volkar base has some really valuable stuff, and the Hidden Vex will give us the papers to be able to go to the Undercity here. So we're gonna put Karth back in for now because we'll need a little bit of assistance with this fight. Run, Heather, run! My favorite quote.
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No, you can't do this. It isn't.
Not fair. So we're gonna help them as we are good people. Beat up this Rancor here, or Ragdoll here, not Rancor.
We're not that strong yet.
But Karth is a huge help early game because he has kind of like a close combat ability where he's much more accurate. My alacrity ran on her. He's much more accurate than
Nobody else is gonna help.
if he's closer to enemies, so that's gonna help us a lot because we're not really that accurate. Also, what's up mission? So I'm gonna put lead mission in our party for now because we're gonna need her help to get through the sewers. We're gonna loot this for some stuff, and then we're just gonna go into lower sewers. So we don't need our party following us, so we're just gonna turn on solo mode. We're gonna park a missionary here because that's one of the places where we don't need our party members close by in order to get in order to leave the area. So I'm gonna level up here so that I can heal. So I'm gonna put treat and injury to 5. And then I'm gonna hit empathy because we don't really have any good perks at this level to learn, and it gives us some free persuasion. So so Mission has asked us to help rescue her friend Zalbar, who got captured by the Gamorreans, if I pronounced that correctly. So we're gonna do that also because Zalbar is a very good character for this early game because it's very hard and he's quite accurate. So those of you in casual play know that he's just very good with double swords. So we're gonna add him to the party. We're not really gonna be using him for now. He's just gonna be a distraction. So we're gonna unequip Mission here because he's not gonna be doing any combat. We're gonna give Zalbar Bible Blades and wow, what the heck? Move. So we want to break this locker here because it has some really nice gear. And then we can just leave here.
So that's part of what I was talking about earlier, of just watch where she tells a character to stay, because it's not just out of curiosity, out of randomness. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, so we're gonna kick Zalbar out for now because we don't need him anymore. For now, he's served his purpose. We'll be seeing him later on though. Don't worry, Zalbar fans. So we still need Mission here because we need to open up this force field to get into upper sewers, and then after that, bye Mission. Now, I love Mission as a character, but unfortunately we don't really use her. So we're just gonna go through the sewers here because we need to get to the underground Volcar base. So you have time for 2 or 3 donations.
Wonderful, thanks. We have plenty of donations coming in. Thank you so much, everyone. We have $25 from Churen that says 2 Star Wars games back to back. There goes my sleeping schedule. Yeah, I'm staying up all night for this awesome Star Wars content. We have $25 from Asher Bro that says, this is my favorite game of all time. I love this cause too. Let's go. Thank you so much. And we have $100 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you very much for your generosity.
So you might know this is an infamous room with Rancor, so we're gonna loot this horse pile here. I'm gonna do a safety save, and we're not gonna kill the poor Rancor because we're saving the animals. We're just gonna move past him. Usually, so just like that, we skip the Rancor part. No glitches needed. We just need to be smart at moving, and he pretty much doesn't attack us because he kind of stalls on his attacking animation. And just like that, we're in the Volcar base. So this is one of the more really annoying parts of this game because this place is completely RNG and we need to get some really good items. So this first RNG part is we need to get past those 3 turrets because they will kill us pretty much instantly. So we're gonna throw 2 concussion grenades at it. It's about a 60% chance or so, roughly, to get all 3 of them down within the first 2 concussion grenades, and I got that, so that's really good. Oh. I'm gonna run through this Volcar base here because we need to. So we loot the Volcar base because there's some really good gear that we need because we need to sell a lot of items. Because we're gonna need like around 9,100 credits in total. And to afford that, we're gonna kind of ransack through the Volcar base for some items, and I'm gonna level up here to level 4. So I'm gonna put an attribute into strength, and then save my skills for the rest of the part, and then I'm just gonna put this on because it's convenient. So we like to use scouts because they have access to level 2 implants, and they have a lot of skill points. And so usually, Gadden has tasked us with grabbing the soup accelerator. So, usually you have to fight casually people want to fight them, but we're just gonna grab the soup accelerator. We don't need to fight them. So they're just gonna poke us a little bit. So the ones with the stun batons can stun you, which is really annoying. So thankfully I didn't get stunned there. So I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna beat up this patrol droid. So this is the second big RNG part here. So I'm gonna wait until the store fully opens, and I'm gonna do a safety save here. So I need this patrol droid stunned with a concussion grenade. If I do not stun it, it's gonna freeze us, and that's basically gonna be me reloading my save. I also need to break the strong box because it has some really nice gear. So we saw all those plasma grenades, that's pretty much really needed because we'll be using a lot of those to help get through the game. And of course, in classic marathon fashion, everything was first try. I wish I'd get this in my regular runs. We're gonna do another safety save here because these cannons can kill us, but it's not a big deal. So yeah, just like that, not a big deal. The next time we load in, they shouldn't kill us.
So what happened there was it was another important thing where she had been practicing all week, which in D&D terms we can call pre-rolling her dice. So that it all worked first try. It was all very intentional and well thought out and planned out.
Yep, and the grand master plan. So now with that, we can just head back to Ganon and you know, well, the hard part is done. So that was basically like one of the, or not the hardest part. It's the first hardest part. There's gonna be another second hard part coming up next on Terrace, but for now we're a little bit out of the woodwork. So if you want to throw in some donations, feel free to.
Awesome, thanks so much. Yeah, we have $25 from Sunny Muffin that says, "Good luck on the run, Sanjan. Much love from the Octopath community. Put this towards the light side to save the frames."
Thank you very much, Sunny. Shoutouts to him, great Octopath speedrunner.
Yeah, and we have one more from the Octopath community. We have $275 from Corvame that says, "I have no choice but to give a little bit more during my favorite Octopath Traveler Randomizer Speedrunners run. Good luck, Sanjan! Heart."
My goodness, thank you so much, May. So yeah, we're gonna do some soup racing here in a bit because so what happens in the story is that we'd you know, there's a competition to win a couple swoop races, and the prize is to win Bastila. So we gotta do 2 races here. They're pretty simple. This first one, this first one's pretty simple. We just have to do a race. It doesn't matter which time, unless it's like 50 seconds or something. But here, I don't want to boost to full. I want to boost to just 1 before because we go faster that way. And then, so we're just gonna make our way through it. And after this, one of the Volcars will beat us by like a couple milliseconds, so that second time we'll have the soup accelerator, so it'll be much easier on us. So other than that, pretty simple stuff. So you have time for more donations.
Wonderful. We have $2 from Ren that says, "Thank you for promoting this great cause. Honored to be able to donate." And we have $25 from Reverend Gumby with no comment. Thank you so much for your generosity.
So a quick thing here, you can see that we're accelerating quite a bit faster now. I also intentionally like miss some of the boost pads here so that I don't mess it up. I have messed it up before and it's not a pretty sight. So you have time for 1 or 2 more quick donations?
Sure, I just want to remind everyone that we still have some bid wars open for this game. You can choose the Jedi robe color between blue and orange, and the lightsaber color is a constant rolling incentive. Currently, Violet is in the lead by only $15. So if you want to see red, yellow, blue, or green, you can donate towards those, and we'll be swapping out the lightsabers throughout the run based on what's the top color. So get your donations in for that if you want to see your favorite color.
Just to be clear, if we don't have the crystal yet, we'll be going to the second color that's available.
Yes.
So
Also, this is Bradrick. Sorry, or let me explain this real quick. This is Bradrick. We can't hit him a lot, so we chuck grenades at him. Wow, that's 320s. I have never seen that before. I wish that happened in my runs. So that was a really good fight, and after that, we can just talk to Bastila, and that's it for this part. So sorry, you can go on.
No,
Muffins.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So basically, if it is a violet lightsaber, then we'll be going to the second choice until we are actually able to get the violet. Just to be clear on that. So. And also, there's the important bid war still open of if we go light or dark. We've been talking about table etiquette as a distraction throughout the entire run instead of paying attention to the run most of the time. And so you can basically decide if Karth will share the pizza or not.
And Lightside just pulled ahead with a recent donation. So if you want to see us go to the dark side, you gotta make this happen.
So if Karth shares the pizza, we go light side, and everything goes great. If Karth does not share the pizza, we go dark side and stop the campaign flat out.
Share the pizza.
Sharing
No,
the
it's-
pizza is the polite way to be.
He doesn't need to eat all of it. So now we have to, now that we have Bastila, we want to find a way to get off this planet. So Candace conveniently offers us a way to get off this planet because there's a ship that we can steal. And then, so I also take Bastila out here because she has the ability to learn force speed. And then basically it goes much faster than on the than with the Lacquery, so that's why we grab Bastila here. So we get a T3. We threaten her about it because it'd be 2,000 credits otherwise, and we don't have the money. So we're also gonna do another big sell here because, fun fact, stuff on Terra sells for 50% more than on other planets. So we're gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff here, except for some really valuable grenades. And the Basila's lightsaber, of course, so should be good.
Yes.
So we're gonna turn off solo mode. We're gonna use this to bring our main character back, and then we're gonna swap back to Bastila, and then basically gonna walk over to the Sith base. So you'll see here I kind of turn back because sometimes the AI can get stuck in random places, and you know that's just a waste of time. So we want T3 here because he's the only way that we can open the base here. And Bastila has served her purpose as a force speed person. So we're gonna get Zalbar out here, and then we're gonna put some stims on the main character and Zalbar. So you might find out why. So why I'm doing this outside here, because of a legal glitch in Glitchless called a duration glitch. So when I transition through areas, that means the duration of stims or like force powers randomly increases or decreases. So we want to use this to our advantage to basically make the best use of our stims as possible, and there's no way to control it. So that's why it's legal and glitchless.
Yeah, there's a few.
Just gonna...
Sorry, I was dealing with a thing. There's a few. Whoops. There's a few loading zones. If that was, were you covering the loading zone glitch there, Sanjan? Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, great. Sorry, I have a child with a foot in my rib, and I had to readjust where that was, so I missed a little bit.
So this is one of the... So we're gonna start two of the most toughest fights here. So this is a Silt Droid. It can't kill us, but it can be really hard to hit, so we're gonna have T3 throw a concussion grenade to hopefully stun it. And, oh, it stuns Zalbar too. That's pretty unlucky. Sometimes that can happen if the characters just run in, so we'll just have to deal with that. So yeah, if it gets stunned, it's much easier to hit, and it makes the fight just that much faster. So we're gonna take care of those blaster turrets, so I'm gonna auto level up T3 for safety. I'm also gonna heal our main character. And then I'm gonna do a safety save here because this fight goes south really fast. So this is a Sith Governor. You know, he can cast some force powers, and we do not want that. So this is why we kept the T3's stun ray, because it can stun him. And we're gonna chuck a couple grenades at him to soften him up. And wow, first try stun ray. T3's going in. So you're gonna notice this fight is much faster because otherwise, if he's not stunned, he starts healing off of our party members, and he's really hard to hit, and we don't like that. So he has the launch codes that we're looking for to get off this planet, so that was really smooth. I'm really surprised. So we're just gonna run out here and go back to talking to Candace, so feel free to throw in some donations.
Wonderful. We have $25 from Nux Tenma that says, "Use the Force, Sanjan." And we also have $15 from Space Pope. Thank you so much. We have time for any more donations?
Just let me say one quick thing, and then we can do more donations. So Bastila's here for more running shenanigans, but we won't be seeing her for a little while until we hit Dantooine. So yeah, feel free to say more donations.
Awesome. We have $15 from Cherry Scary. Thank you so much. I love your username. And we have $10 from Cerise that says, "Hello, Frame Fatales. Do you think Dark Malik became a Sith because his Hell Knight skills and Final Fantasy tactics were so awful? Just something to think about." I will ponder that, yes.
So for this part, we bring a T3 here because we're gonna need him to do some security stuff and cutscene time. So there's plenty of unskippable cutscenes here because breaks are healthy. So just to summarize this cutscene, Malik's getting tired of finding Vastala, so he just decides to blow up the entire planet in Sith fashion. Oh noes.
It sounds efficient, like a speedrunner. So yeah, we're speedrunning against Malik is really what's going on here.
Yeah.
I didn't know this run was a race.
Yep. It's both a D&D campaign and a race. It works out great.
So we've got the side campaign that our party members are doing with missions
we're on the
Alvor and
side
Card
campaign.
and Vastala.
They're on the main
got-
campaign.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we would like chat's help here. I can't believe I said those words. We would like chat's help here to help us decide what the main campaign that our party members are doing is while we are off on our side session of personal growth. It's very important.
We need the lore. We need the backstory.
We don't know the lore of the game. Like, we know what our side session is, but we don't know the
Right.
lore of the main world.
So there's the Evan Hawk. This is Davik's estate. And Davik's the leader of the exchange here. Caleb Nord, that person over there is the bounty hunter. Great to know for later. We're just gonna run on through, so... Candace, please. We brought T3 here specifically because we need to unlock the garage doors, and the fastest way to get it is to use T3 because he has high enough security skills. So while our main character distracts them, I'm going to be hacking through this. And then we're coming up to another one of my favorite lines. So, you know, now in speedrunner fashion, the Sith have started bombing the entire planet. And they want to get away, but, you know, we've got plans for them.
They're very polite, though, because they're using the small lasers first. It's very polite of them for not just nuking the planet out of orbit immediately. They give you a fighting chance, which is very, very good of them. Which is why cats are all Sith.
Sorry, that ain't gonna happen. So you might know this is a really hard fight, but there's a reason why we saved all the plasma grenades we could. So the fun fact about this is this fight ends when Caleb Nord is at 50%, so we're gonna chuck a whole bunch of grenades at him. P3, what are you doing? So, and that's the fight. So you don't have to kill Davik or anything. If Caleb Nord goes down to under 50%, Davik automatically dies as well. And he's gonna try to blow himself up, but you know, that one, we all know what that went. So we're gonna loot Davik because he has some really nice gear. We're gonna put our clothes back on the main character. We're gonna unequip stuff on P3. We're gonna take off Candace's guns, and we're gonna get off Terrace. So yeah, time for some donations here.
Wonderful. We have $25 from Emily and Ellison. Thank you so much. And we have $100 from Casual Ren that says, "I love Coder and love seeing it being run, especially for a good cause. Keep up the great work." Thank you so much for your donation.
Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
The DM does do some cheesy writing, I have to admit.
I enjoy it. There's
It's
some really good
fantastic.
lines in this
I
game.
do too. I really like the dialogue in this game.
I'm a big fan of when it is both cheesy and heartfelt at the same time.
So we're gonna do a fighting minigame here. So a fun fact about this fighting minigame here, just gonna shoot everything down. These Sith fighters always spawn in the exact same spot, so you can kind of get around it by recognizing the patterns. I'm not the greatest at this minigame, but you know, we get there. So they always spawn in the same spot, FYI. So really easy to, if you're not me, to remember what's going on. So now we're on Dantooine. Let me see how many alacrity I have left. Okay, so I'm gonna put in alacrity there so we can run faster. So now we're on Dantooine, and then Bastila is like, or we go on Dantooine because Bastila's like, oh, there's a Jedi Enclave there. We can kind of like get refreshed because we just skipped a whole bunch of Sith. Also, she's like, why aren't you wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? You know, as if she thinks we're already a Jedi, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go talk to the council here.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing...
There's a rather special case. I guess, if I recall, I think they're trying to decide like whether or not to train the main character to become a Jedi, because typically it's children, even in this time, that become Jedi, and an adult being a Jedi is like kind of a big deal.
Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
So we're just gonna mash through this dialogue. So, I believe also here, Bastila and the main character kind of have like a force spawn where they kind of start having they see the same dream together. So these same dreams are of some mechanical object, a little star thingy that seems to show some kind of hit. So that's why Bastila's like, oh, can you make the main character become a Jedi or something like that? You know, for goodness sakes. So. We're kind of like, yeah, sure, why not? No, just got off terrace and really fast, so
We didn't really
we'll
have
do
any,
that.
we didn't have any plans for a while. So
Yeah.
This is a most unusual development. She claims you and she have...
so this
Oh.
sorry.
The path you have chosen to
You can go
walk
ahead.
is difficult.
So basically what we're doing here is we're going to school because that's, you know, what you should do. So we get to learn all about everything in this cutscene. And we get some less tragic backstory, which is always good. So now we're learning how to be a Jedi, and everything is going to be fine. And really, if we were proper players, this would be the end of our solo play, and we'd be joining the party.
Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help.
School's important, everybody. Stay in school if you can.
Speaking of school, do I have time to talk a little bit about Malala Fund?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. So we're talking about the importance of school in this game, going to Jedi school. Let's talk a little bit about how Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. So every single donation that's being done during Fleet Fatales is going directly to Malala Fund, helping all the young Padawans get to school.
I'm gonna so now we gotta go do some quizzes here. We gotta learn about the Jedi code. Thankfully we are speedrunners, so have it memorized right off the bat, so hooray, we completed the first test, and then this next test is about what we want to be. So we want to be a Jedi Guardian because we have a Force Jump, which is a really good skill. It's going to help us get around a lot, much easier. We're going to learn Force Speed and Force Valor, which are both really important powers. So this is a reason why we saved our points. We want to get 9 Persuade because we're going to need it for a little boss fight coming up here pretty soon, so to be able to persuade that person. And I'm gonna talk to him to build our lightsaber. So, you know, we were building the lightsaber, but remember when we got Bastila's lightsaber? You know, we have the shiny blue lightsaber, but we're not gonna be using it for now, so we're gonna be quote-unquote borrowing Bastila's lightsaber since she's busy, you know, on her main campaign, so she doesn't need the lightsaber. Well, we'll just be taking it from her. And then so what he just told us is that there's a fallen Jedi named Juhani, and he wants us to... Oh, I forgot to talk to Vandar. Whoops. Don't mind me. Oh, I am in the wrong place. What am I doing?
So something of note to interest between all BioWare games is they have a tendency to reuse maps. So if you have played, let's say, Jade Empire around the same time you played Coder, you might be like, I kind of know where I'm going. And part of that is because BioWare would basically just reskin an entire map. And there's actually a very interesting thing on on one of the planets here, one of the enclaves, is the exact same map is used for a base in Jade Empire and a base in this. And they're actually really, really similar route-wise for the speedrun as well inside them.
Hey, what up, buddy? Sorry. Can't help you. We're trying to complete the Untitled task. Gotta go fast. So you're gonna see in a second why Jedi Guardian is really good for traveling around. So these cat hounds are gonna attack us, but we're just gonna force jump to them and just run away. We're also gonna force jump to this other cat hound. What's up, buddy? And I'm gonna force jump to this one. So yeah, this game also has a tendency to target your last enemy, which is annoying. So now we're off to save Juhani from going to the dark side. My mistake there was that I forgot to equip the blue lightsaber that you spawned with, because I forgot about that part. So now we're off to save Juhani. So Juhani is in this grove right here. We're gonna use 2 stims. We're gonna be using our strength and hyper battle stim. And then let's say hello to Juhani. We're gonna try to save her because we actually want her for a later part of this game. And, you know, we don't want her dead. Wanting her dead is dark side points, and we really do not want dark side points for most of this game. So we use a regular attack here instead of flurry, because flurry is just really inaccurate on her. Like, you can see even regular attacks are missing on her. Like, using flurry would just not worth it unless, like, you can get perfect RNG on these hits. So we're gonna save Juhani. She's gonna see the error of her ways. We're gonna grab some free items here. And then we're gonna go back to the council to tell them the good news. So, you have time for 1 or 2 donations.
Awesome. We have $15 from Etchy that says, Sanjan rules. Keep up the great commentary and good luck with the runs.
Thank you very much, Etchy. So, we're gonna talk to Zara here to tell him our mission's complete. And then we're going to talk to Vandar here to Vandar's gonna tell us we should go investigate the Dark Jedi ruins. The Santel family is also gonna tell us, hey, you know, we got some family issues here. Can you help us deal with it? But we're not gonna do that. We don't care. Sorry, buddy. So we're gonna go investigate the Jedi ruins. So you'll notice that the game also forces Bastila to the party, but we can just kick her out for now. She will be needed for this next part, though. So force jump to these dudes, and this corpse now spawns, which gives us some pretty good stuff. So, you know, in typical looting fashion, we're just gonna grab their stuff. You know, it's going to a good cause. Don't worry. The ruins are just over here, so I'm going to be staying like very close to a corner here because there's generally a cutscene that triggers. But if we just stay on this little corner here, that cutscene is not going to trigger. So in these ruins, we're gonna be Force of Bastila in our party, but we're gonna grab T3 as well, since we're gonna be doing a little bit of micromanaging here because I want to kind of at the same time do the puzzles really fast. So I'm just gonna bring the main character here, have her open the door, T3, loot Nemo, and go to the middle here. Our main character here is gonna do this puzzle. 2, 3, 4. Bastila's gonna run in here, loot this droid, do this puzzle here. 1, 1, 3, and then done right, that door should open. And so, you know what's behind this door, I wonder? So, this is what we saw in Bastila in our main character streams. So this is a star map. This is what Revan and Malik were looking at way back in the day, and it seems to be showing us in the direction of some place. We don't know yet. So now with that complete, we can just make our way out of there. So you also notice we looted Nemo because there, we get the sigil crystal, and the sigil crystal gives us some pretty good stats for this beginning part. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna pick T3 and Bastila out. So, but first off, we're gonna do some big selling. So this is why I went out of my way to go grab a whole bunch of money items. So we're gonna do more selling here since we looted some more stuff. We're gonna sell these security spikes, combat suit, lightsaber because we don't need it. We're gonna be selling pretty much everything here except for our alacrity and our battle stims. To sell this, we're gonna be buying here the breath mask because it's gonna make us immune to poison, and we're gonna be buying the CNS strength enhancer because it gives us a +2 to all saves and a +2 strength, which is really good because we want to not be able to get status effect because getting status effect wastes a lot of time, and we just want to strength so that we can hit harder. So I'm gonna go a little out of my way to upgrade this lightsaber here. Come on, I'm gonna put the sigil on here, and then I'm going to put on the robes. So this is pretty much our gear for the rest of this game. So we're gonna go grab some lightsaber crystals because we are gonna make our character look good.
Yep.
Also, I believe the robe color was blue, so our character is in blue robes. So there's blue and orange because Juhani has the orange robes, and then if orange is chosen, we just swap robes with Juhani.
So it's
Yeah, that's correct. Blue was up by $500, so people in the chat really loving blue.
So it's important to note that what she's doing right now is not part of a typical speedrun route. So don't try to compare this time against a normal time. She's going completely out of her way to get the extra crystals for the incentive.
Yeah, so to get the crystals, we have to run all the way to the lightsaber cave here. So I did it after this because there's going to be Kinrath in this game and they poison you, so that's why I brought it. So that's why I went here after I did my sell menu because we want the breath mask for this part. So these Kinrath also hurt because we're still a little bit weak right now and we don't have many sims, so I'm going to do a safety save here. Just going to enter the crystal cave and put on the battle stim here. So we're just going to beat up these first two Kinrath. Yeah, we do decent damage, but we're still pretty inaccurate because we're compared to what level we should be at. We're gonna be pretty much under leveled for most of this game. Let me see my med packs. Okay. Now we're gonna grab all 4 of the crystals. So one thing to note is that we won't be able to get Violet until we hit Tatooine. So here.
It's important routing to be able to have us have all the pretty colors. It's important.
Maybe make sure I have all 4 of the crystals. Blue, green, red, yellow. Yep, we're good. I don't want to stay in here too long because those Kinrath really hurt and we'd be in here for a really long while. So we're just gonna exit this cave. And then we're just gonna go back to Evanhawk and the council is just gonna debrief us on our findings. So you have time for a couple donations.
Sure, I'll take this time to since we were just talking about the lightsaber colors, let me update everyone on where we are on these colors. So Violet is currently winning by only $5 with 115. Underneath it, tied at second place with $110 is red and yellow. So if anyone wants to break that tie so we can see red or yellow before we get that violet crystal, now is the time to get your donations in. We also have blue and green as options if you prefer those colors.
Yeah, breaking that tie is super important because with Violet winning, we're going to grab the second place, and if there's 2 of them, well, we're in a pickle. I hadn't planned for that.
Change the fate of this run. Do it. You use the force.
So what are the 2 colors that were tied?
We have red and yellow currently tied.
You know, we've seen yellow for a while.
We can trade it out.
Let's
That
change
sounds
it
good.
up, yeah.
That sounds good. I'll let you know if anything changes.
Yep, so basically, so unfortunately we won't be able to get the violet crystal until we hit Tatooine, which is our 3rd planet. So we'll just have to deal with this. So now the council has told us to go find the other star map. So our first pit stop here will be Manon. So Manon is done first because it's a really simple planet, and it'll give us enough money to be able to afford buying a whole bunch of stims later on for Korriban, our second planet. So we're gonna get another cutscene here, a little foreshadowing, and you can more donations.
Absolutely. We have plenty coming in thanks to the amazing people in chat. We have $10 from Pulse Effects that says, "This run needs more dark side. So how about a passionate reading of the Sith Code? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me." Good luck, Sanjan. The Pokemon speedrunning community is rooting for you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Revel in the dark side. Embrace it.
I'm rooting for dark side, I'll be honest.
I'm rooting for light side as someone that appreciates proper table etiquette of sharing the food.
Fair. But
Yeah,
I want all the food.
I'm normally for the dark side, but Karth needs to share that pizza.
Karth
'cause
does.
I want pizza.
Yeah, so right now we're rooting for player character gets pizza with the light side version. Dark side is player character does not get pizza. It's a really
Think of the
important
pizza.
distinction.
It's gonna be your favorite pizza, and Karth's gonna share it with you if you go to the light side.
Yeah, we want our pizza. That's really all there is to it. We shared our snacks. We shared our stuff. So Karth needs to share his.
Exactly, so we're gonna get another dream here. Like each of these planets, there's gonna be like a little monologue and then another dream sequence. We won't see the movies because I have movies turned off, and then Basilisk's just gonna tell us what happened, so great to know Basila. So thankfully though, we are, out of the hardest planet and pretty much in the game, so pretty much mid game-ish is when things get much more bearable since we're much stronger. So we're gonna take T3 out. And we want specifically T3 here because if we pass through here alone, we get a really long, boring cutscene in this place. Not this one, but the one before. And if we get any other character other than T3, they're going to want to talk to us about their past or some tasks that they want us to do. And we don't have time for that. So that's why we grab T3, because T3 doesn't talk. Sometimes not talking is good. So we're going to do another sell menu here, or buy menu here. We're going to buy all the hyper strengths, and we're gonna see. I have enough for one med pack. So we want to be pretty much broke here because we are going to get all of our money that we need from Manon, and we also want to be able to get through the gate control to the main city here. This is why we also got persuasion and force persuade, since we'll be using that to get our way out without having to spend extra money. So hello, fish dude. Also say hello to Bob. Bob tells us to obey the laws here in Manon. So we are totally going to do that.
The whole swoop racing circuit for the second.
So basically, we noticed that the star map looks like it's underground, so we kind of want to find a way underground. So the way to do that is to check out and get some help from the Republic. So we're gonna go talk to Roland here for some help. So
Welcome to
you have some time. Did you want to say something, Muffins?
I was just going to point out that if you're playing this casually and you go into the planets in a different order, the entire way that this planet runs out and is played out can change depending on which characters you have with you. So while it's an older game, I absolutely recommend going through and playing it a couple times and doing the planets in different orders.
Yeah, I did my playthrough in a totally different order. It's really interesting.
So you have the open world options of going to all the planets in your own time. And if you bring different people with you, different actions and reactions from the planet and its people that live there happen fairly reasonably. Which can be good or bad.
Yeah, it's a really deep game. I highly recommend playing it as well.
Yeah, it's very replayable too, especially because of different side endings and just different ways things can happen. So we're gonna go to the Sith base here because Roland asked us to grab some stuff. So we're just gonna make our way through the step face here. This place is a little bit dangerous. You can die because these people still hit pretty hard. Also, we tried to kind of tell us we're supposed to be here, but fortunately we couldn't, so pretty unlucky. So the evidence that they're looking for is on this droid, on that data module we want, and then with that, now we can get out of here. So I'm gonna heal up because that HP looks a little sketch. So, oh come on. Okay, good. That's another dangerous part. I have died here once before, so after that, they're gonna arrest us because we caused some trouble because Manon wants to keep the peace between the Jedi and Sith, and anything that upsets that, I'll represent myself. So we're just gonna represent ourselves, and we just tell them, hey, we didn't do it. We're trying. We didn't do it. I forget what exactly happens, but they let us off. So. And then with that done, we can now have access to the underground base. So we're just gonna be walking here, so feel free to tune in.
Sure. I was just impressed how fast you got out of that court case. That took me like 5 retries. I was not very convincing. But we have $100 from B. Deedle that says, gotta go fast. Thank you so much for your donation. And we have $25 from MZ. Thank you so much.
Did chat ever decide on the main campaign?
I saw
forget.
one comment that said the main campaign was just playing Pizak the whole time. That's believable content.
Yeah, that could be. We got fed up with them just sitting around at a table and we're like, hey, we have limited free time available. Can we actually do something with it? They're like,
Right.
yeah. And our DM's like, yeah, sure, we'll take you on a side session. And I'm like, fantastic. So we're off on our own side plot that has nothing to do with becoming the gambling champions of the universe.
Yeah, and then we come back and they're still sitting there losing at Pizak because I do not understand how to win that game.
The amount of time I spent playing Pizak is probably not healthy.
I played it a lot. I was so bad at it.
We do have Pizaka individual levels here because in the coder community, it's a couple categories you can do. You have to beat people in Pizak games, and there's some really big strategies that come in when you play Pizak, and I can't comprehend it, but I just like I like the adrenaline rush, even though I'm not the greatest with it. So we grabbed the scuba suit and the emitter here, and we also ran through that dangerous area. So I'm gonna recast force speed here, and this is one of the more infamous silly slow parts. So I'm gonna put on the alacrity here, and then we're going to be in a scuba suit. So we run really slow. This is why we want force speed and the alacrity. This is why on Terrace I also pretty much intentionally saved that last alacrity for this.
Who's there?
Dude, this person wants help, so gonna follow them.
So in a galaxy far, far away, a long, long time ago, the best way to go around place is in an old-fashioned scuba suit. It's old-fashioned because it's a long time ago.
Exactly. Also,
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is filled with
ouch. Unlucky.
Never lucky.
Poor person. They didn't deserve it. So now we're just kind of making our way through here. So these Feroxer sharks, if they touch us, will kill us in one hit. So that's why we grabbed the sonic emitter to kill them, because it instantly kills them. You'll also notice I went into my menu to use it rather than using it from here, because when you use it from pretty much the main interface, there's a animation for it, and that animation is pretty slow because it's like casting a force power, but a little bit slower. So that's why we use it from the main inventory, because it's much faster too, and it doesn't stall us. So we're just making our way through here. You have time for 1 or 2 quick donations.
Sounds great. We have $25 from Alpha Centauri. Thank you so much. And we have $25 from Anonymous. Thank you as well. And of course, just a reminder that the next bonus game has just opened up. We are looking to get to a cumulative total of $46,000 raised from Malala Fund to see Celeste Farewell run by me, actually. I'm super excited for it. It'll be after the All Red Berries run on Friday. So if you want to see that happen, be sure to get your donations in.
Yeah, so these scientists were working on the gold tank because there's a big monster out there that's and that went a little haywire. So they got really scared and went back here. So our job is to so that door just happens to be standing in the way. So we gotta choose whether or not to kill the beast that's guarding or that's in the way, or we can just to empty out the coltal tanks. So emptying out the coltal tanks is better because we just have to use this control panel, and we want to save the animals. We don't want to kill them. Killing them gives us dark side points. That's no good. So I'm just gonna go through this command.
What are we at for dark side, light side right now, Court?
Let me update. Oh, Darkside just pulled ahead by $9. Furthermore, red lightsaber just pulled ahead of violet, so we'll be sticking with the red lightsaber until someone wants to maybe change that.
So throughout the run, until we stop doing stuff on the Ebon Hawk, basically every time we go back to the Ebon Hawk is a chance for us to change the lightsaber color. So we
And
can
it's
have
really close between red, violet, and yellow.
so we can have a
I can
whole
change
variety.
I can also change the lightsaber color in between towns, or like anywhere where I can warp to the Ebon Hawk really easily. So yeah, coincidentally, the Sea Beast was also guarding this storm map, which is just what we're looking for. So now that we've gotten what we wanted, we can just go off there. We can just go back to the Ebon Hawk. We're done with this planet. So you have time for more donations because it's just walking.
Great, everyone's really getting into these bid wars. We have plenty coming in. We have $5 from Failed Uplink that says to making Mega Man 8 40 bolts. So yeah, that's another incentive we have to upgrade the Mega Man 8 category from any percent to 40 bolts. And we are at $711 out of 2,000. So thank you for putting your donation towards that incentive. We have time for another one as we're walking around in the water.
Yeah, one more donation since we're approaching the end here.
Sounds good. I have $25 from the Force Ghost of Darth Plagueis that says, did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
Okay,
That was
now
one of the
that's
best
stuck in my
donations
head.
I've read in my whole life.
It's still going in my head now. Hasn't
Thank you
stopped
so
yet.
much. Thank you so much,
Still
Force
going.
Ghost.
I was sitting here and I'm just like, I can't be the only one that just moves my shoulders to the character walking back and forth.
Hey, what's up, Kalo Nord? What up, buddy? See you later, buddy. So, as you saw in that last foreshadowing, Kalo Nord is trying to stop us because he was given a bounty to kill us, but we don't care. We can just skip him. So that's why we do planets in certain orders, because there's going to be some bosses that pop up that we pretty much just skip. So, see you later, Kalo. So, the game, for whatever purposes and intent, interprets them as dead. So, I guess Kalo died to the fish, or cell calf. They were kind of overwhelming. Pretty unfortunate. Also, we're going to be put back into court because we caused quite a bit of shenanigans here, but, I'm feeling like let's persuade them. Oh. We just got banned from Anon. You know what? We didn't care about those
Banned.
cell cap anyway.
We didn't want to be. They can't ban us. We quit.
How we quit? I mean, we didn't have anything to do there anyways.
No.
We don't need them.
We
We're
did
too good
everything.
for them.
So now the question is, do we accidentally get the main campaign screwed up there because our party can't go there anymore?
Yeah.
The DMs
Yeah, they're
so
also-
mad at us.
We also interrupted their probably one or two party members' Pazak sessions. I mean, hey, we got banned. I can't do anything about that.
We didn't do anything wrong.
We got banned for going too fast. Let's see. Sorry. So we're here on Korban. We do Korban second because we're going to buy some really nice. We're gonna buy pretty much all of our stims for pretty much most of this game. So stims pretty much give us a huge damage and survivability boost, and that's the reason why our character is pretty much gonna be really overpowered. So we're gonna master these cutscenes. So we want to. So there on Korban, there's also gonna be a very good crystal called the Solari crystal. That's also why we will be light side for most of this part. So the Solari crystal gives us really good stats and bonuses to attack and damage. So we're gonna. So that's why we go to Korban second, because we want to make use of that as soon as possible. So we're gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff here. Gonna buy a couple. That's med packs for safety. And then so we want to get. So it looks like it was in some kind of tomb. So so there's a Sith Academy here. We want to become, quote unquote, become a Sith. Whether or not it's actually gonna be a real thing, it remains to be seen based on what happened. So we want to become, quote unquote, become a Sith. So hello.
We're going back to school?
We're going back.
Amazing.
We're going back to school again.
Even more education. I love it.
For those of you that want to read some really nifty stories, you can type !assembly in chat. I'll tell you all about assembly.malala.org, where you can go to read a bunch of really cool stories about girls empowerment and girls going to school in unlikely situations. And see all the cool inventions and stuff that they come up with.
So I did a safety save there because there's a chance I can fail that persuade with Futara, and if I fail it, we can't have another easy way to get back into the academy, and the next best way is like a 10-minute detour, so we don't want to do that. So that's why we do a safety save here. She's gonna talk to us again. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 7, 5. So she's just basically asking us to recite the 4 stuff. So basically, we want to. So there's like a sort of prestige system here where we want to gain favor with the master of this academy, Master Uthar. So we're just going to be doing a whole bunch of tasks to gain favor with him, so we can access a really important tomb. This. And then so we're going to be doing a lot of walking, so you have time for donations or
Awesome.
any
I was
fun
just about
D&D
to
facts.
Yes, I was just about to update that 2 of the bid wars just flopped again. So now Violet is back in the lead once we get to that crystal. And also Light Side is now ahead by $50. Zoomed ahead of Dark Side. So again, those are still open if you want to change Sanjan's fate, or Star Trek's fate, excuse me. And we have 20. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to blurt into something real quick. I see a lot of talk about HK. You know, I see like everyone misses HK. I'm gonna try to get HK just for chat. This will happen. We'll get him once we're on Tatooine. You can go. Actually, I forgot we're at this part. So now we're gonna be helping out Last Shuttle here. We need our help to kill some these monsters here. So this is gonna be our first use of Adren. So they're incredibly powerful here. So we're gonna be doing a lot of damage now, and pretty much this is gonna be the part where we're not gonna have much problem with survivability now. So
let's bait them.
She wants to keep the. Yep. So she wants to keep the stuff to herself, but you know we're gonna say no to that. We're gonna kill her.
No, it's ours now. But we need to bait chat a little bit here. I'll tell you this: you can go off route and get HK if we hit 33,000.
Yes.
Ooh,
I'll get
bonus
HK
incentive.
if we hit 33,000. So y'all better donate if we don't hit 33,000 by the time we get to Tatooine. No HK.
Save HK. Save HK.
Well, I forced jump. Thank you. You have time for more donations. We're just walking back. One more, or under 2 more.
Great. We have $100 from Taco Magic that says, share that pizza, but keep the largest piece for yourself.
Yeah, the pizza needs to be shared.
Yeah, share that pizza.
Don't deprive a pregnant woman of her pizza, please.
Exactly.
So now that we have the last pretty much item, so I think if I recall, we need 10 prestige, and all of this gives us a total of 10 prestige. So 3, 1, 3. So I'm going to go through this really specific dialogue here. I'm going to snitch on Kel Angwin for points. 3, 2, 4.
Tell me then. True. Well done.
2, 3, 2, 2. So this really specific thing gives us a maximum prestige, and so now Uthar will let us get to the Sith place. We also gain dark side points here, but it's hard, but it's not a big deal. It wasn't that many dark side points. Yeah. Sorry, Kel. You know, you kind of need to take the L there so we can go fast.
So then.
We're gonna go to the tomb now because we have one final trial to go through before you know, we can become a Sith. Hooray!
All right.
So also the long string of dialogue there was us having to recite the Sith code. So stay in school, everybody.
So you'll see how important school is. We go to it twice. We learn 2 different unique schools. So that's like getting, you know, your degree in 2 different things. It's very, very important.
Absolutely.
We need to get a certain item here because if we went through the middle first, there's going to be a bunch of stuff in the way. So that's why we grabbed this cold grenade. A fun fact, if we grab that fire grenade from earlier, we're also going to get the Solari crystal here. And we used it in that middle part, we get blown up. So we don't want to do that. So that's why we get the cold grenade, because as you're going to see here, what the cold grenade's going to do is it's going to freeze this place up, and now we can walk on it. That thing over there is like made of gas, so if we did not use the fire grenade, it's not gonna be a fun time. Also, coincidentally, we get a star map. Hooray! I love star maps. I'm gonna heal up here because I detonated that thing. We're gonna grab the Sith lightsaber. I'm going to cast Force Valor here because we're gonna be coming up into a fight where we kind of wanna not get trolled. So these two are gonna duke it out. We're gonna be on Yudara's side because we want some stuff from him. So he can cast some really bad spells like Force Stroke, which kind of stuns us, and we don't like getting stunned. So we're gonna beat up Yudara here. We're gonna, you know, I don't really want to truly beat her up. We want to stay with the light side, so that gives us, if our routing is correct, just the exact amount of light side points that we need to stay to equip the Solari crystal, because we need to be slightly attuned to the light side in order to equip that Solari crystal. So now that we've gotten what we wanted, we're just walking back, so feel free to fit in one donation.
Sure thing. We have $10 from Brachydactylus that says, HK, yes, please. So yeah, reminder, we just have that bonus Save HK incentive at 33,000 cumulative. Yay.
Yeah, so we go in here because we can't generally like teleport out like in Sith Academy itself, but we can do this right outside. And we are done with Korriban. So are we still on the Violet Crystal, or did it change?
Let me refresh.
I'm gonna equip the Solari Crystal here in the meantime.
Yes, Violet is ahead of Red by about $30.
Awesome, so we're gonna be getting Violet here really soon. So our third planet is Tatooine, so we do Tatooine third because it's not a bad planet to do, and we're gonna be foreshadowing. We're gonna have another boss, but since Tatooine's gonna be really easy to dodge. Also, rest in peace, Kalo Dord. You have time for more donations because it's just cutscenes.
We love those cutscenes. All right, we have $6 from Lane that says, "Good luck, Sanjan. Much love from the Coder speedrunning community. You always brighten our days."
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shout outs to Lane and the Coder community. Lane's a really good glitch hunter. He founded some really nice glitches that you'll be seeing coming up here in when we play Coder 2.
Yes, that's awesome. We also have $25 from Anonymous that says, "Share the pizza. Make Nerfed Trask play nice." We must share the pizza.
Share pizza? I mean, come on. How could you not share pizza? We're all hungry. We don't want to go hungry here during the campaign. When people go hungry, that's when people do some bad things.
Like fall to the dark side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's when we say we're done with the campaign. We're nuking it. I don't want to play with this person anymore. So, just as a reminder, we have, maybe 5 to 10 minutes before there's no more chance of MK. So we're about 1,000 away. Try to get that in.
And so now here we're gonna make our way to Tatooine.
Welcome.
It seems to be in some kind of cave. Also, this guy tells us to pay a fee. We don't have to pay a fee. Nobody asked, so we're gonna do our last buy menu here. We're gonna buy a whole truckload of med packs. And then this guy is gonna be really rude and throw some Gizka on our ship. The Gizka is like kind of an animal. I don't like Gizka. I know some people in the Coder community do too. So, one thing though, we're gonna quit out of this game for a second here. So we quit out the game here because this game has a memory problem, and if I had continued on eventually, the game would crash, and that's not very good. So that's why we quit the game and reloaded so we refreshed the memory here. So so it seems to be like in the desert, so we need to find a way to get it to the desert. So it happens so that the fastest way to talk to this lady here.
Can I help you?
11132. So she's gonna give us a hunting license that will let us go outside. So this guy is gonna try to convince us to help him. Nobody asked. And so I believe these Sith coming up here. Yeah, hey, what's up, buddies? Also drop a violet lightsaber. I'm just gonna beat them up.
It's important to notice that we're the only people here that are properly taking care of social distancing with wearing our masks.
Super true.
So we've very thoughtfully worn our mask from the beginning.
Oh, I've been scammed. Okay. Yeah, I thought they dropped the violet crystal, but I guess they don't. Yeah, so HK is somewhere in there. We still have quite a bit of the plan to go through, so if you want to save him, you better put in some money.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to update y'all that dark side just pulled ahead, and in the time I refreshed, and light side is now ahead again. It's amazing.
The Pizza Wars. You never know.
The
what's
Pizza
gonna happen.
Wars.
Pizza Wars. Oh, this is intense. So you'll see. So we got 11 persuade there, which is all that we need. After that, we can just put the rest of our points to treat injury, and then we also got night speed there. So now you can cast it. Very nice. It gives us more attack. So our build is kind of based on like a standard flurry two-handed weapon attack, since we want to hit as hard as we can and we want to get the most attacks in, because we're not that accurate. Also, you'll notice I also walk in a very specific direction because I don't want to get ambushed by sand people. So getting ambushed by sand people means a cutscene, which is kind of slow, and they can't hit us, but the cutscene's really slow. So their cutscene, so where they ambush us is kind of based on where we are in this area, so that's why I run that really specific path. So yeah, there's also a trigger around here too, so I want to avoid that. So I'm going to stim up here.
So we got
Also
jealous of
notice-
Karth. He got to wear the costume last time, and we need ours now. It's our turn.
Exactly. Now we're gonna beat up Sleet Warrior because we want a costume to get through the Sand People territory. So we're also gonna wear it as we go through here. So we can still get ambushed, which is really annoying, so I still have to walk a somewhat specific path here. And so we're just gonna go beat up the sand people because we need some items from him in order to traverse the next area, or else we just get lost. So you have time for quick donation here.
Awesome. We have $100 from Duno that says, "Statement. You will collect me on Tatooine, Master. You are better than the other meat bags." Thank you, Duno, for your $100. We appreciate it.
So usually you'd have HK here to translate it, but we're just gonna waltz right in. We're gonna kill the chieftain here. Well, thankfully we're all. This is why we stemmed up, because he's gonna die in two rounds here. So that's why this build is extremely powerful, especially with stims. So we can take a lot of damage here, which is why I want to be a little mindful of my health and try to take advantage of this force jump here. It's faster. And then now we're just gonna be making our way to the Eastern Dune Sea. So you have time for, I think, 1 or 2 donations.
Awesome, we have plenty coming in. So we have $50 from Measy Murder that says, "Much love and thank you for doing what you are doing. Do you feel it? Do you feel the power of the dark side? The only real power, the only thing worth living for." Yeah, I'm gonna say that probably went towards the dark side.
I mean, that sounds like someone that would say, "This is entirely my pizza. I'm not sharing."
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm getting those vibes.
And we also have $25 from Bobbert that says, "Paradoxically, this donation is for both Light Side and Save HK." And with that, we are now less than $1,000 away from saving HK. So if you want to see that happen, get your donations in before we get off this planet.
Let's see here. So yeah, this is a lot of walking, so, but, you know, it seems to be hidden behind this cave, but this guy seems to be trying to hunt this dragon. How big can the dragon of yours be?
I mean, that sounds like some good experience if we go and try to get it, right?
He just went in alone. I commend him.
I mean,
That didn't sound...
he wants to be us.
Yeah, I don't blame him. So, this guy wants to... Comad wants to, you know, defeat this. So we're gonna help him out, you know. Incidentally, we also, so his plan is to basically use the bantha to lure these banthas here to lure the dragon, and we need some bantha fodder for that. And, you know, incidentally, we beat up the sand people and we have some fodder here.
And as creatures of fast transit, they walk incredibly slowly.
Stim up here, so we're just gonna use a strength and a hyper stim here because we want to preferably to hit these elite warriors. But yeah, as you can see here, they're not really hurting us much, and we're hitting a lot. Horse speed here. Continue guiding them because those sand people are very rude to ambush us. And then you're gonna see another fun cutscene here.
Just remember to stay. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just wanting to update to say that Dark Side's in the lead now again. We are flip-flopping, and I love to see it.
And remember that you can.
Everyone's
Oh, go ahead, Sanjan.
Everyone's got their opinions on sharing pizza.
It's spicy.
I mean, I do like spicy pizza, if we're honest here.
I do too.
But, you know, it's also important to realize that if you donate towards the light side, dark side bid war, That's also going towards HK for the next little bit.
So there's everybody's Violet Crystal.
Yep.
Yeah, we had to get it there because that's the only easy place to get it. So don't worry. I believe, is Violet still in the lead?
Violet is still in the lead. Yes, it's actually gaining its lead. People want to see the Violet.
Yeah, so we'll be getting it soon. Don't worry, folks. So yeah. Also, incidentally, Star Map. It just happens to be in the really convenient places. Also, you know, we see some people over here. Let me med pack though. Yeah, so that's Darth Bandon. You saw him earlier in Endar's Fire. You know, what up, buddy? See you later, buddy. Like with Kalen Nord, you don't need to defeat him, and this is why we do Tatooine third, because we can pretty much just easily run past him without any issues.
So really, it's just
So if you have,
a light side run on the
Go
entire
ahead.
way. Because you're not killing people when you don't have to, which makes it light side just super much, but you don't get credit for it, which is rude.
yeah, killing these people, you know, waste of time. We got what we wanted. Also, yeah, as noted, we also get the Crate Dragon Pearl here, which is another lightsaber thing we can put in. So don't worry, you still have a chance until we hit the Star Forge, or we hit the star. We get all the star maps, because we can still go back to Tatooine until then. So yellow light, or not yellow, violet lightsaber.
Nice.
We'll also put on the Great Dragon Pearl. It looks really pretty. I can see why there's more.
We're less than $800 from saving HK too, so it's getting closer and closer. We can make it happen.
Oh no, so on our way to the last planet here, we're gonna get ambushed here by some giant ship.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan, Valkyr's vessel, my old mentor. Oh boy. So now they kind of get in our way here, so we're gonna choose Juhani for this part. This is why we also save her, because she's gonna be really useful for a part later, and she has the shortest way of pathway of saving us. So not before we're gonna get interrogated by Saul. So Saul is was Karf's old mentor, so kind of taught Karf all the ways, but he turned to the dark side here. So it's on Alderaan, by the way. Fun fact.
Alderaan places. So,
For those of you who love Juhani, she's gonna get her chance at glory here. So this is really short because we just have to grab some stuff and beat up and save our allies here. So you have time for a quick donation.
Awesome. We have
Okay.
$100 from Windslash that says, "Nothing makes me happier than seeing one of my favorite games being ran, with the exception of blasting meat bags." And we also have $25 from Prism that says, "Good luck, Sanjan."
Thank you. So we're gonna do a safety save here because this Mando here, Civ here, coming up can stun Juhani, and it's really bad because we have no supplies to take care of that. So that's why I safety save here. And if we get stunned, it's just bad news. So I'm gonna force jump to these people. That's also why Juhani's very good, because they're a force jump. And then now we rescued our teammates. The Leviathan's one of the more really dangerous parts of this run, or like time killers, because we have to drag around the Karf and Bastila here. And having, as I mentioned before, having party members is just not a great time because we have to, they can get distracted by a lot of things. We have to go grab them. It's a large waste of time. It's no bueno. So this is one of probably the most nerve-wracking parts of this run. So thankfully for this first part, we don't have to take Carp and Basto along. We can just directly run over to this part. So we want to try and kind of get our way back to the Ebon Hawk and escape this place. So first things first, we gotta go to the bridge and unlock the doors to the main hangar. So I'm also gonna be doing something a little precise here to avoid the first encounter, because I want to kill it later. So I'm gonna do a manual save here. I'm gonna load it to reset the AI, and then hopefully if everything goes right, I can dodge this first step here, because what they're gonna be doing is hopefully chucking a grenade like that, and we've just avoided them. So one important thing to note about glitches is we do not use quick saves or quick loads in this game, because quick saves and quick loads are banned because they're very glitchy in nature. Like as soon as you use a quick save, everything just starts possibly going wrong and can very easily be misused, and it's just easier to ban quick saves and quick loads than just only use manual saves and manual loads. So that's why you saw me throughout the game just use manual saves and manual loads. So I'm gonna do another quick save here because I need to break down the door, and the Sif in this room can do some really bad status effects on me, like that. So if I get force choked or force whirlwinded, I just have to reload my save. Oh. Hopefully they just try to bot me. And yeah, okay, that was really smooth. So also coming up is another infamously slow part. So this is the space suits part, so I'm gonna switch to Carf here because it's bad. He spawns a little bit closer to there, so you have time for donations because we are walking really slow.
Wonderful. We have plenty coming in. Talk about light side, dark side. So let's hear it. We have $5 from Ilis that says, "Good, good. Let the pizza flow through you." Okay, so I actually put this towards light side, but I had to make that reference. Loving the run so far. Keep it up. And we have $100 from Domingo that says, "Me and my boyfriend want HK to be saved." Thank you so much for trying to save HK with us. And we have $5 from Ice Flower that says, "Let's get a $5 donation train going to the light side. I hear the light side's faster, so we save some frames." And I do believe that's accurate. I believe light side is faster.
Yes, light side is faster because light side doesn't require us to bring a character along, whereas dark side will bring a character along, and bringing a character along is not very fast. So now that we're through here, we're gonna re-equip our party members here. Like a Carpet Blaster, get the MC or lightsaber back. MC is short for main character, by the way. It's just easier to say it like that. And you can have a red lightsaber. Oh, we're also going to fast forward speed. We're on main character. We're gonna fully stem up her up, and then we're gonna heal her a little bit. And so there's gonna be a bunch of people in this room. We're just gonna skip right past them. And you know, up here is I'm gonna face another boss here. So we can't, at this point, we really can't die. It's just a matter of how fast we can finish killing them. So we're gonna be doing some specific things. So this is Carf's last reckoning against Saul here. So we brought these thermal grenades to throw at Saul. So Carf's gonna throw two, and Basto's gonna throw one. Main character's just gonna jump to the Dark Jedi here. So these thermal detonators deal some good damage and also have a good effect. You'll see here that the AI tends to stall. I guess in this case they decided not to stall, which is pretty unfortunate. It also does a large AoE damage, which is what we want to have against like this whole cluster here. So these Dark Jedi went down really fast. And we don't really care about what Carp and Basto do here beyond them throwing grenades. If they live, it's good, but if not, it's not a big deal.
So something I don't think we've touched on yet is how the combat system in this works, like on a base level. We've talked about what abilities we're using and so on, but as we said at the beginning, this is based on D&D 3.0. So that means that it's a 6-second turn-based system. So what we're able to do is we're able to queue up 4 actions that our characters and what the other player characters are able to do as well. So we take advantage of that to be able to do as much as we can when we pause. However, we don't want to pause too often because obviously that's slower. That's only for very special cases where we do that.
Also, rest in peace, Saul. He told something to Carp before he died, which made Carp really mad. I wonder why the heck he's really pissed at us. So I'm gonna do a series of specific, really, actions here. So I wanted to walk Carp over to the middle of the room here because I ideally do not need to kill these Sith here. So I want Carp to be in the middle of the room here because I want to get out of this place as soon as possible here. So fortunately, that's not the case. So I need to heal Bastila. Just heal you. Oh, now. Oh, really? That is really bad.
Is that where we lost the dice? The dice have been so kind today.
So, alright, so let me heal Bastila here real quick, because I don't want her to die. So, the way I usually do this is I put the main character here in this corner, I turn on solo mode. Carp got stunned, not a big deal, but he's in the correct spot now, so if I do this correctly, I can easily get to this next area here. So this next area here is just gonna be a bunch of fighting, so feel free to throw some donations.
Wonderful. We have $10 from Dylan McCool that says, can't just sit here and wait anymore, so thought I'd chip in my $10. Unfortunately, I can't donate all that much, but I couldn't just sit here after hearing all these wonderful donations. Please put this money towards making our D&D Jedi join the dark side. Feel the hate flowing through you, Star Trek. I'm not over Star Trek being our name, by the way. Absolutely iconic.
A good name, that's for sure.
It's so good. And we also have $50 from Recycled with no comment. Thank you so much.
So if you can time this really good, you can skip killing these two guards, but I'm not that great, so it's just safer to kill them. Because this place, as you've seen, can really be bad and just troll you, so I'm gonna level up, oh, I didn't put it in, beat injury, that's not a big deal, so. We're gonna put in Master two-handed weapon fighting, we can put on Night Valor. And then thankfully the hard part is done here, because now we are off to the bridge and we do not need Carp and Bastila with us anymore, so. We're going to go to solo mode here. And so we're just gonna make our way through here to get to the Ebon Hawk ASAP. Blast door. What up, buddies? I don't have enough force points, that's not a big deal. And then, yo, hey, what up, buddy? So this is Darth Malik. He's the big bad Sith Lord. Down you go. Unlucky. So, if you haven't played through this game yet, avert your eyes now. Because there's gonna be a huge, big, part here.
Yeah, take this time to go put in a donation to save HK. Take your time to do this now. If you don't want to know the spoiler of the story before you play it.
No way.
Oh, goodness.
Ah! What?
What? No way.
I'm shocked.
Oh, anyhow. It's, our Malik tells us that we were actually Darth Revan, the Lord of the Sith. So, you know, that's, that's really shocking. This is, why, Carp, you know, gave us, yo, what the hell, look, kind of look to Bastila. So, I'm gonna, before we go more into that, I'm gonna stem up here. I'm gonna try to hopefully beat Malik in one round. That's not a big deal.
Speedy!
Yeah, he's gonna make us, go around here to beat him up, and we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna re-stem up. Yeah, so basically what happened was that, you know, when Revan quote-unquote died, Revan did not actually die. Revan was actually had her mind wiped and basically brought back to life so that they could serve the light side. Also, we beat up Malik. Vasila's gonna, you know, she probably got frustrated with Carv's D&D skills
Just
or ways. So
he's one of those people that thinks that he's the party leader, but he's actually just the one that everyone smiles and nods at.
yeah, so
He's taking it too seriously, wants to be on the roleplay too hard.
but Vasila uses this opportunity to go on a long vacation, and also we're gonna be into another fighter segment here. So more donations.
Awesome. We have $15 from Cow that says, I always go light side and HK spends the game hating my life choices, but I can't not save him. Exactly. We do need to save HK. We still have time to make that happen. And we also have $10 from Measy Murder that says, Dark Side. And let me get an update on the bid war on that. Light side is ahead by about $60. If you want to see Star Trek go to the dark side, put your donations in before we get there.
Also, how's the lightsaber color looking like?
Violet
make
is
sure.
well on its way, very ahead at the moment. Everyone likes the pretty purple.
All right. We'll
I don't
keep it
blame
up.
them.
I do
so.
too, yeah.
So we're on Kashyyyk now. This is our last planet. So we do Kashyyyk last because it makes a scene here that at the end when we get the star map much shorter, because if we didn't know that we were Darth Revan, we'd have to go through this really long, boring quiz. And since we're Darth Revan, we can just, as you'll see here, tell, do I want the Giska poison? Actually, I want the Giska poison. I don't like Giska. Maybe you all can convince me to not kill the Giska.
Nah. We're good.
What is this? Don't need you. Yeah, I'm just selling a whole bunch of stuff because I need money. I'll keep that. Buy the Giska poison. Excuse me, game. Oh, I can buy infinite ones. Whatever. The more the merrier. So Kashyyyk, sorry, is a bit of a short planet. It doesn't really offer us much aside from those backup stims there. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
It's fine. Kazakh is what you play Pazak on Kashyyyk. It just happens.
Hold here.
Yes, so we do get a really good character here though, so there's that at least. So I'm gonna skip past these Kinrath here. He's not Giska, the Circa here gonna talk to us. We don't really care. He's a hyper strength here. So this is just gonna be so. We need to make our way to the Wookiee village here because they're blocking the way, and we need to talk to the Wookiee chieftain here. So we're just gonna make our way over there. So feel free to put in some donations.
Wonderful. We have $15 from Swiftaloo. Oh.
Yep.
Speaking of, so that's the memory problem I was talking about.
All right. Now we have more time to read donations.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to keep going while we reload. $15 from Swiftaloo that says, good luck, Sanjan. You're going to kill it. I'm so happy and proud for you. Heart.
Thank you very much, Swift. So, yeah, I forgot to have the task manager up. This game likes to crash a lot, as you see here, so. Hopefully we
You're
have a
just
good
stalling
autosave.
so we can save HK. This was planned.
Yeah.
Everything was planned.
The game wants us to save clears, so get your donations in. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a really convenient autosave to load onto.
Nice. See, it was planned all along.
Easy.
And we have $10 from Anonymous that says, Query, is there a hype train you need conducted, Master? I think we do need a hype train for saving HK. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, so after Kashyyyk, we'll be going to the second to last planet, and that means we can't go back to get HK. So get those donations in if you wanna save HK.
We need to get to 33,000 in total donations, so you can put it towards saving HK and having Star Trek go to the dark side or light side. Your choice.
Hey, look, what up, buddies? Oh,
Friends.
Hey, thanks, buddies. I appreciate it, really. So we're gonna enter the Wookiee village. They're not very happy because, you know, Zalbar's with us, and you know they're gonna keep Zalbar here because they want us to do a task. But I'm sorry to all Zalbar fans. We're gonna be leaving Zalbar behind because the quest to get him back just takes way too long.
Zalbar is taking that hit of having family time right now.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Goodbye,
we're
Big
gonna-
Z.
we appreciate him and his sacrifice.
We're gonna set our warp point here to the Ebonhawk, and off we go to the Shadowlands to quote unquote do the task that they want us to do, but we're not gonna do that. We just want one thing, star maps. So feel free to go through more donations here. It's a lot of walking.
Wonderful. Just let me know when to stop. All right, we have $25 from Ragnar that says, light side, dark side, can't we all just get along? Oh, right, the dark side's evil. And we have $94 from Recycled with no comment. Thank you so much for your donation. We have...
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. No,
Nope,
I'm
great.
just a force jump does not cooperate here very well. Feel free to go ahead.
All right, we have a lot of donations coming in. Thank you so much to the coder community in chat right now. We have $25 from Lovespell that says, I love Coder. It was the first game I really got into. Would love to see the Red Blade come out on top. Good luck to all the lady gamers and non-binary folks running this week.
About one or two more, and then there's gonna be we're gonna meet everyone's other favorite character, I believe.
Yes. We have $150 from Anonymous. Thank you so much. And we have $25 from Tyrone Rugen. No comment. Thank you.
So we're gonna meet everybody's favorite Jedi, Jolie. So Jolie knows the way to the Sith map here, and we're gonna be needing his help for that. But he wants us to do one task first, and that's to take care of the Zerka in the way. So, yep, feel free to. You can talk, Muffins. Sorry.
Yes. This is where you get the important lore part about the DM. So the DM's gotten fed up with everyone playing Pazok and has inserted an NPC that basically will railroad us towards the end because we really need it. Because we're the traditional D&D player that's like, ooh, shiny object over there instead of the thing that's important to do.
So he needs us to take care of these guards here. So the way to do it is to shut down these emitters. So we're just gonna tell them, hey, we just want to turn it off, and they're like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And after that, we're gonna get chased away by a big Tyrant attack. I think that's how you pronounce them.
As someone that only read it, I read the books and I made up pronunciations along my way, so I'll agree with you.
It's just like Pokemon. I don't know how to say any Pokemon correctly because I only read them.
I'm still betrayed by the frost seed, the pronunciation. Also, fun fact: these tack are now attackable because they wanted us to kill it. So, more force jump fodder.
It's very convenient that they leave a path directly to where we need to go.
Oh, we get Julian to our party. We don't need him with us. So we're just gonna turn on solo mode. And we're gonna basically force jumping our way, so feel free to read some more donations.
Wonderful. Just want to give an update that Light Side is in the lead for anyone who's watching that bid war, because I know I am. If you want to see Star Trek fall to the dark side and not share the pizza, get your donations in now for that.
Reminder, it's Karth that needs to share the pizza. We want that pizza.
Okay, understood. We gotta have Karth share. Be
Yeah,
a
Karth
good
doesn't
good
share
friend.
the pizza. That's the point right
It's
there.
the end of the road. And it looks like we have $25 for Anonymous. That just came in for the dark side, but light side is still winning. So just keep an eye on that bid war if you want to see Star Trek's fate.
nice battle. So we're going to use a hyper battle stim here because we're gonna eventually need to take Jolie back with us, and oh, he's still with us. Whatever.
He's
No.
gonna hang out.
I forgot to turn on solo mode, but not a big deal. So we need to kill these Viperkin Raph here, or else he's gonna get distracted and try to kill them, and we don't like that. And then so after this, we see a shiny star map. So yeah, if you went here like as not your fourth planet, you'd have to do a really long quiz here. But now we can just immediately open the star map without having to do that quiz because we just tell them, hey, we're Revan, open up that star map, and they're like, yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, people in chat are saying we've just over $500 to save HK, and I believe we're reaching like the end of the road for that. So we really got to make that come in quick. We want to save our good friend HK.
We do have Lahan left, but that's about it.
I don't think you can get back to Tatooine on Lahan. I think after Lahan, you're locked into it.
Oh, you are. You're right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so if you want to, you should donate right now because
Really fast, yeah.
we're going to be leaving Kashyyyk soon here since we got what we wanted. Also, I need to level up here, so
As soon as we get
pointed to treat injury,
yeah,
Master Flurry.
I'm closing off the extra HK incentive as soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk.
Sounds good.
If we haven't hit
good.
33 by then, HK gets to stay on time.
Close.
Forever.
It's a nail biter.
But yeah, we're just gonna be force shopping our way through this place. No, these little dudes have ruined many a run, so I'm just gonna take my time and make sure they get their just desserts. So don't mind me. Feel free to read more donations. We're just gonna be heading back.
Wonderful. We have $75 from Matthew Castellini that says, shout out to the great coder speedrun community. Thank you so much. And we have $25 from Mason Ash that says, I'm so happy my boyfriend gets a chance to watch one of my favorite childhood games. Here's hoping we get to see HK in action. Yes, HK donation train. Let's do it.
Now these little guys have ruined my runs before, and so have these Guitarns here because their radius is big, and they've made me stuck in many unfortunate places. And it's good to be out of combat anyways, because for this Wookiee we need to be out of combat. So, oh, that thing's over there, so that's good. So, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna turn on solo mode again. So we used to have to bring Jolie through there, and it was really annoying because we had to drag. He would get distracted all day long. He would have to get dragged. We'd have to go back and help him. It wastes a lot of time, etc. But thankfully, an optimization was found by Indy, who is a really good runner. He also holds the world record for this category, but with I think a low 157, and he basically routed this entire category. So huge shout outs to Indy.
Yeah, people that make routes for speedrunning just blow my mind with their patience.
Indy Kenobi is his full name. Also, so this is why we left Jolie behind here, because now he's gonna be teleporting back. Hey Jolie, buddy. This is why we can't have nice things. So how close are we to the HK?
We are just under $500 away. The number just keeps creeping up. If we can make it happen. It's really close.
Oh, you know what? And we're still on the same violet lightsaber, correct?
Yes, I believe we still have Violet in the lead.
Yeah, I heard the party wants some Pazak, so does everyone want to play some Pazak?
I
don't
think
know if
everyone
have
wants to play
cards,
some
though.
Bazak.
I didn't bring my cards.
I'm sure we can do it with basic cards. I'm not that great at Pazak. We're still on Violet, right?
I just refreshed. Yes, we are still on Violet.
Okay. So let's make a pit stop over to... Actually, you know what? I don't like Giska. Now let's quote-unquote pet it.
At the Gizka.
Oh, the number is dropping. We're only 385 away now. Let's go,
Peekaboo.
chat.
I bought the poison. I guess I had to put it in the vents. Alright, so let's go back to... Yeah, let's play some Pazak on Tatooine. Yeah,
We got
we
time
still
for
gotta
one
beat up
round.
these dudes, so... Yep.
One round of Pazak.
Yeah, we got some time. Where are you buddies at? Hey, you. Get back here.
And we have $100 from Save HK that says Save HK. Thank you. And we also have $250 from Anonymous that just came in. Thank you so much.
Maybe we don't need Pazak.
I guess we don't need Pazak.
Give me one. Let me refresh one more time. We are less than $100 away. $35 left.
We'll just sit here and see what happens, I guess.
I need some money for Pazak cards because I'm kind of broke, so don't mind me. I'm just selling a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep. Inching closer.
Inching closer. We have $50 from Dewey D that says donation. Thank you.
As a reminder for what we're donating for overall, if you would, Court.
Yes. So if we get to a total donation count of 33,000, we're going to save HK, and we are creeping closer. We are only $5 away,
I'm at
and
the
it's
charity.
done.
Oh, we got it.
It's done.
Let's go. All right, we will go buy HK. That's
In the
not,
process of me pulling
that
up
is
the
not
blurbs,
the-
we got it.
That is not the droids shop. That's not the droids we're looking for.
No, we need the more different droids.
But yes, all the donations that are coming in are benefiting Malala Fund. And I'm going to talk about Malala Fund really quickly here. Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. So all of these donations are going to change the lives of women around the world and save HK. So thank you to everyone who made that happen.
You'll lower your price, I deserve it. I have money.
Did the money from getting the puzzle cards work out or no?
See. Oh yeah, I did have enough money. Hey, what's up? There you go.
Streaming bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Statement.
So how are we doing on light dark now, Court?
I am certain
Yeah, okay, let me refresh that. I'm sure that got spicy.
ears are practically quivering.
Okay, so light side is still ahead, but the gap is closing. We are only about $40 apart from light side, dark side.
There you go, everybody. There's HK in all its glory. We didn't even have to go play some Pazak games to afford it, because thankfully I scrounged enough money from various ventures. There you go. We saved HK. He no longer has to be stuck in that boring droid shop on Tatooine anymore.
I'll be honest, I never met HK before, so I was really happy because now I got to see what that character looked like, so thank you.
Yep, not a problem. So now we are off to Starforge. And then we get a fun cutscene here where Bastila Malik tries to get Bastila to join the dark side, so donations.
Wonderful. Speaking of joining the dark side, we have $5 from Beck Teeth that says, light side, dark side, where do they come from? And where do they go? Such meaningless things. I'll destroy them all. Thank you for your donation. I like getting to dramatically read all these quotes. And we have $50 from Mike Uyama that says, sure, let's save Hollow Knight. I'll be honest, that's also how I read HK the entire time.
That was really good.
Thanks, Mike. Sure.
All the power of the cookies can be Bastila's.
So, as we've discussed, Bastila is, in fact, a close friend of our player character. So, you know, whatever we do, Bastila does. Because, you know, we got roped into playing with her. So she's like, hey, I'm gonna do what you do.
And she's a strong woman. Strong women, always have some good coordination.
Yes.
Also, more fighting minigames, so more donations or
Oh yeah,
if you feel like it.
we have plenty of things coming in, so thanks Sanjan for letting me get to read all these. We have $25 from Reverend Gumby that says, Happy Life Day. We have $35 from Advent Falls that says, Statement. Pick me up from Tatooine, Master. I hate sand. It gets in my joints. We all hate sand. That's just a fact.
Exactly. Yep.
It gets everywhere.
Exactly. It gets everywhere.
Yeah, so, you know, we got a little bit to a tussle with the Sith ships here, and then there's some kind of disruption shield that, you know, broke down our ship, so now we're stuck on this unknown planet here. So, it's not revealed, I don't believe in this game, what this planet ever was, but in other sources, the planet's name is Lahan, and most of Lahan is populated by these people, so I'm going to very specifically not get into combat with them, because you can skip. You usually have to kill them, but there's a legal way to skip them, so we don't want to be in combat with them, or else there's some weird stuff going on here. So we are gonna kind of explore around here, but I'm going to put on a hyper shrink first. Oh, I was really slow. That's not good. So no, we're just gonna make our way through here. Now these Ricotta, as the species name is called, you know, are just gonna tell us to, hey, get over here. We want to take you to our leader, the one. So these are the warrior Ricotta. Well, they're kind of, I forget, they're kind of like very warlike. They kind of want to embrace like new ways, and then their enemy is like the elder Ricotta, which who wants to keep the usual traditions. Well, we're gonna talk to him, and I need to do something very precise here, so we're not gonna help him because helping the elder Ricotta ends up being faster here, because they can easily get us into a place that we want to go later. So I'm gonna do some precise movement here. I'm going to try to not. So I want to be out of this combat for this part, but unfortunately that did not happen. So the solution here is just run around. in a circle here until we're out of combat, and I want to talk to this Elder Warrior here. So we're gonna save him despite there's still being hostile people around, but you know, he's got plot, he's got plot armor.
The best kind of armor. It's the highest AC.
Yep. Gonna grab these ship parts to repair our Ebon Hawk, and then now we can get out of this place. So we're gonna be doing lots of force jumping here, so we want to be able to one-hit kill these Rakata here, because one-hitting these Rakata here pretty much resets the cooldown on our force jump. And if it doesn't, well, we have, as you see there, I have to wait a second. Oh, we like to force jump rather than walk, because force jumping longer distances is much faster.
It saves on shoes too.
Yes. Well, we gotta keep ourselves fashionable. So, come on.
Okay, so I just found a plot hole in our thing here. If we're fighting the
What's the plot hole?
does that mean that we're going for calzones instead of pizza?
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both?
The jerk, he's not sharing he has a calzone and a pizza, and he doesn't know if he wants to share it?
That's why it makes us so mad if he doesn't share.
Unreasonable.
Like, come on.
This is why people fall to the dark side. Because you don't share, you know.
You clearly have too much food and you won't share?
Yeah, you don't need to eat all that food, so so what I'm looking for here is for those first Rakata that you see to kind of disappear. So that just tells me that it's safe to kind of force jump to them. So this is gonna be put into play like a little bit, pretty much at the end of this planet, and oh, that's gonna hurt. So yeah, my force. I have a feeling I have to also probably reset soon because I did travel to a lot of places, so I'm actually going to make a manual save here, and I'm just going to quit out. Just to be safe. Don't mind me, this game has memory issues, and better safe than sorry.
We can't get luck out with the autosave every time.
Rest in peace, Gizka. Oh, poor thing. So the ship parts are also over there, but there's a whole truckload of mines, and we don't want to deal with that. And it just so happens that the Warrior Rakata Stronghold is a pretty nice place to go. So, yeah, unfortunately here, our force powers are running out really fast, so that's a little annoying, but we can deal with that. We're just gonna mash one to talk to the Rakata here. So the elder Rakata here want to talk to us. You know, about our. We want their help because they are the fastest way to easily break down the gate to the temple. And so that's why I had to rescue that person from earlier. So they're gonna convene and gonna tell us, oh yeah, we'll help you out. I'm gonna heal up here for safety. Really? Okay, well, actually, I'll just go slow, so you can read some donations here.
Sounds great. We have $15 from Siggy that says, "Go Sanjan! Love getting to watch my fellow lady gamers play one of my OG favorites." And we have $15 from Perpetual Noob that says, "Let's go Lightside. This is the best of both worlds. Lightside folks save animals, and we're saving frames." But on the other side of the coin, we have $50 from Save HK that says, "The dark side has cookies, come on." Good, compelling argument, honestly.
Now, one quick thing, and while we're doing, excuse me, this ritual, and Jolie and Juhani are gonna come around and say, "Oh, there's some sketchy stuff happening. Take us with you." And then we're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So normally it'd be a problem having party members, but thankfully the loading zones for around this place is really generous, so it's not a big deal having them in our party. So they're gonna do this fancy little ritual here to open the door. And then we're gonna get into this very jaw-dropping cutscene. More donations.
Sounds great. We have $5 from Chaos Drifter that says, HK must be picked up. Just hotshot back to Tatooine from Lehan and it'll totally be fine. Don't worry, we already saved HK. We're great, we're great. Don't worry. And we have $25 from Recovery that says, light side's the best side. Here's $25 during my favorite game of all time.
Literally a jaw-dropping cutscene there.
The Cold Wars and the Republic will be crushed forever.
As you wish, Lord Malik.
I'm gonna turn on solo mode and we're just gonna run through this dungeon. So we basically want to unlock the top of there. So we're just gonna be force jumping through these patrol droids, excuse me. Sometimes English is hard. Well, yeah, this is just a lot of running through, but we will stim up here because there's gonna be some mobs or droids that we have to kill. So as soon as I get through in here, let's strength and hyper. So we have to go down here in order to unlock the top of the temple. So we're gonna beat up these droids here, and then we need to do a puzzle here. The nice thing is we get immediately forced into solo mode here. So this is kind of like a light everything up puzzle, but we can just do it in the H shape, and just like that, the door's open. So open 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm gonna open the door up, and I'm gonna do a little mini detour here to grab
Your wish?
some crystal here. And by the way, the donation is coming up, or the cap for light side dark side is really soon here. So as soon as I go inside the temple or we get to the top of the temple summit, which will be in like really soon, we're gonna close off the donations for it, so get them in.
All right, last chance. Light side is currently ahead by $50. So this is your last chance to have Star Trek fall to the dark side, if you wish.
This is where we're deciding. Does Karth share his bounty of his stromboli, his calzone, and his pizza with the table, or are we done with him?
Mm-hmm. What do you think, chat? What do you think?
I casted Force Valor there, so we're going to see Bastila. Hey, why does she have a red? It looks a little different.
She lost a little sun there.
Yeah. I guess the cookies are too strong. So this is not a bad fight. She can troll you though by putting you to stasis, and then doing that. Please stop, Bastila.
So as soon as Bastila is dead, that's the last chance you have to have your voice shared for light or dark side. Well, and by dead I mean placated.
So may I know which side we are choosing?
Yes, I'm going to refresh one last time. And light side is ahead. We are sharing the pizza.
We get pizza.
Yes.
Everybody gets pizza. So I'm gonna do one more level up here for strength, treat injury, and then we're gonna learn drain life. We don't use drain life, but it's gonna be very important for the final boss fight. So one thing to say, the light side is faster by many minutes over the dark side, because if we chose the dark side there, we have to go into more combat, because we have to basically kill almost our entire party, minus a couple people, and we would have to, on the last planet, take Bastila with us, and we do not want to do that because we generally just don't want to do that because it's really slow, and that means we have to kill pretty much everything.
So that's what we're saying. That's how we quit the campaign if Karth doesn't share. That's the important thing. Is we're just like, no, we're done with this campaign. It's never gonna happen again.
Yep. So
EPK.
I'm gonna turn on solo mode here. So I did a safety save because this glitch can fail, or not glitch. This skip can fail. Why am I saying glitches? Glitches are a thing of the dark side. Oh, looks like we're good. And if it failed, or if the skip failed, then we get a black screen. But in this case, we get this. So now we go back and tell the party what happened to Bastila. She got convinced by the cookies and fell to the dark side.
Is she alive? What happened inside that temple?
You know, she wanted to try and end the campaign, but then, you know, Barf, you know, felt bad and shared the pizza to the main character.
Never.
And then,
Yeah. Never underestimate how hangry someone can be.
exactly. So, are we still on Violet as our crystal?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Wanted to make sure. And so now there's going to be a lot of... Alright, I have to repair the thing first. I have to repair the ship. We're going to repair a hyperdrive here, and now we can fly again. So, we're off to the Starforge, and we're going to get a lot of cutscenes. Oh. Donations.
Wonderful. We have $10 from Alec47 that says, when I ran Coder at RPG Limit Break a few years back, the community was basically 2 to 3 people, including me. To see it grow to where it is now, and especially for it to be such a chill and wholesome place as it is, makes me a happy man. On another note, empowering women is cool and doesn't diminish men in any way, shape, or form, so I'm all for that, and you should be too. COVID may be limiting my finances right now, but I wanted to give something anyway. Stay cool, gamers, and keep going fast.
You can't do that. The Starforge is a factory of immense power.
And we also have $50 from Miria that says 50 meows towards Mega Man 8 40 bolts.
Oops, sorry, I did not mean to do that.
Hi, Maria.
We have time for a few more?
Yeah.
Awesome. We have $5 from Motley Guts with no comment. Thank you. And we have $25 from Anonymous. Thank you so much.
She turned to the dark side and became Malik's apprentice. We suspect she's somewhere on that space station right now.
And with that donation to the Mega Man 8 incentive, we have a Mega Man 8 run that can be upgraded from any percent to the 40 volts category. And we are at $821, and our goal is 2,000. So we want to make sure that'll get met to see more Mega Man.
You can do more donations. This is a really long cutscene.
This is what we usually call a bathroom break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a
This is a
bathroom break cutscene.
Yeah.
All right, well then I can talk a little bit more about even more incentives and bid wars that are coming up for the rest of the marathon. So we have also another bonus for Eat Girl. You can see the true pure any percent category after the Eat Girl all standard levels run. We're at 440 out of 2,000 for that. If you want to see more Greg, which of course you do. And there's also a good variety of seed and file names. For example, we can choose the seed name for Cadence of Hyrule and the file name for Celeste. If you're interested in any of those, check out our incentives page.
I'm gonna recast force speed here again. We're gonna go alone. This is why the light side is faster. And we're gonna get some cutscenes here. So what we're doing is we're trying to kind of like use the Jedi to do kind of like a sneak attack on the Starforge, because right now we can't really touch excuse me, we can't really touch the Armada, because so the reason why Bastila is really valuable is she has something called battle meditation, and battle meditation is something that like kind of can influence armies to kind of like play one step ahead, and it's an incredibly powerful ability, and that's why Malik always wanted to go grab Bastila. And this is Bastila's power being used against us, so the ships are pretty much just much stronger here.
For the hard lore there, it actually buffs the side that she wants it to, and debuffs the other side, just to be completely obnoxious about it.
So they find out they're gonna send some their droids after us. Destroy them all. And then we're pretty much gonna be, for the most part, this until the end, it's gonna be a big walking simulator, so feel free to plug some donations in.
Thanks, Sanjan. Yeah, we have plenty coming in. We have $35 from Big Tom for HK. Thank you. So happy we got to save HK. And we have $5 from Rank 3. Thank you so much. $5 Burn.
This is, up until the end of this, is just gonna be a lot of walking, so you can do even more donations.
We
Cutscenes
love
are long
walking.
too. Yeah.
Let me talk a little bit about the Yeti. The Yeti is donating $5 per Fleet Fatale shirt sold to Malala Fund. You can find the shirts at theyeti.com or do !Yeti in chat. The shirt design is so beautiful, features some women in gaming. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend you check that out. And Fleet Fatales and other hotfix events and shows are brought to you by viewers like you. Your subscriptions and bits help keep the channel running for these fun events, including shows like Fleet Fatales, Random Number Generation, Time Capsule, Mercy Kill, Runners Wanted, Tina's RPG show, I guess, and more. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and given bits during this marathon.
Mullet Man, no! By the way, Mullet Man is the face of the official Revenant lore. That is his face right there, that's why. Shoutouts to Chaos Drifter, another really good runner. He likes to call him Mullet Man and use him in speedrun, so I just love to give or say Mullet Man because it's funny.
I wonder.
More walking simulator.
Yeah, I wonder how many people have mullets now, just so that they can look acceptable on Zoom and also not have to care.
So I forgot if I touched the difference here. So male and female characters in the glitchless, at least, they don't have. There's not going to be much of a difference, but there is going to be one difference, and this is going to be for the final Bastila fight. Since we are light side, we do have to face Bastila later on. So male characters have an easier time convincing Bastila than female characters, but there's still like a static dialogue that we can choose to spare Bastila. Sparing Bastila is faster because we can that means we don't have to watch cutscenes, so we don't have to battle her, so you'll see that coming up later on. So you can those cutscenes just basically about Malik and Bastila talking. More donations.
Sure, sounds good. We have $25 from Resk.
Master.
Thank you so much. We have $5 from N64 Overclocked with no comment. And we have $50 from Gopher Chucks. Thank you so much.
If Revan can stand against the full fury of the Starforge.
Sorry, that was corny.
No, I loved it.
So we're pretty much coming up to near the end game, as I say it. So we just have to run through a few more doors here, and then we are going to hopefully be using our final set of stims here. There's going to be one really kind of troll fight here before we face Bastila, and we call them the Triple Sith. They have trolled many runs before, and while they're not hard to kill, they do have some really annoying force powers. So we're just gonna face up against them. So hopefully they don't use a force push or anything annoying like that. So we do need to kill these three because if you see here, the door is guarded and we can't open it until we beat them up. And now we open this door up and we see Bastila here. So I'm going. So do you want to spare Bastila, Muffins?
Yeah, let's save her.
Okay, so
I mean, her commitment to the pizza cause.
Yes.
The only reason we
Yes.
got the pizza. We have to respect that.
yeah, so basically, I have to be very careful here too because I can accidentally activate a glitch here that skips her phases, and I do not want that. So this is why my mouse is in this corner here, so that I don't actually talk to her. So we have a series of battles here, and we just need to get Bastila to kind of lowish HP, and then this is the final one. So 1 1 1 3 1 2 1, and we spared her, and more cutscenes because now they can now she's not using her battle meditation, so now they can see now they can have the opportunity. One or two more, or a couple more donations.
Sure, absolutely. Want to talk a little bit about our prizes. If you go to the tracker, you can see the variety of different prizes you can get for donating to the marathon. Changes each day based on what runs are happening, so be sure to head on over to the tracker and see all the amazing prizes that people have donated for the cause. There's some absolutely beautiful art you have the chance to take a look at. And we also have $25 from UberMet. Thank you so much.
Hey, what up, Malik? He's gonna show off here how much of a cool kid he is. So, oh yeah, we definitely, we definitely asked Malik. Thank you. Gonna summon some droids here, but we're just gonna make our way to him because we don't need to kill these droids. I'm gonna break down this door here. Come on, I did not want to hit that door. So I'm gonna recast Force Speed here. And then we are coming up on the final boss, Malik, so... We also go alone here because you're supposed to face Malik alone and party members just get in the way here. So... Because before, Malik would kind of put your party members in stasis, so you'd have to go alone.
Well done, Revan.
So, this is a pretty simple fight because we're really powerful already. So we just have to stim up and pretty much just press flurry until he gets down to about 30% HP. So that was really good. That was like three combat rounds. So he's gonna spat out more stuff. So you're gonna see these Jedi and these little stasis. We call them popsicle Jedi. So let's see what he's gonna do here is he's gonna basically use them to heal up, but if you noticed earlier, we did learn Drain Life, and we do not want him to heal up because we'd be here forever, so that's why we learned Drain Life, so that we can destroy all of these little Jedi popsicles. So you see here, using Drain Life on them actually gives us HP and Force back, so... Which is also pretty convenient because it basically makes using it pretty free. So we just need to make sure all of these Jedi popsicles get destroyed, and then that we can do the epic showdown with Malik. So I just need to make sure we keep up our buffs here and our stims and press flurry, and then eventually we'll win. So time's coming up soon, so time will come up when the black screen shows up after we defeat Darth Malik, so I'll let you know when. He can do a lot of damage, but we do more damage, so... And... time.
GG.
Impossible. I cannot be beaten. I am the Dark Lord.
Not bad for the shenaniganries we did.
Yeah. What was my final time?
20:25:38.
That's really good considering.
Yeah,
That's really good considering.
for our
The
shenanigans.
shenaniganry of...
Yes. That is really impressive. Actually, I had the best terrace I've ever seen in my life. Like, I want that in my runs. I have been hunting that for who knows how long, and I, of course, in marathon fashion, and get it in that run. But everything else was really smooth after that. So even though we went on a lot of detours, so I'm really impressed we got that time. So he's gonna spout some words, and you know, we're cooler than you, Malik. And so we're gonna get a visit from Carf and Bastila here. After proving our superiority.
There you are. What happened?
You know what? Do I say this? Yes, I
was
do.
doing what I could, thank you very much.
There's no time to celebrate just yet. I was able to use my battle meditation to allow the Republic to break through the Sith fleet. The capital ships are in bombardment.
And that means we all have to get out of here.
So yeah, huge thank you to the coder community. For pretty much helping me learn this run, as well as Coder 2, which will be coming up next. So you'll be seeing a lot of Coder goodness on the second game.
I love menus. Menus.
I do too. I love glitchless. You all can get a huge taste of the dark side, known as glitches, in Coder 2. So also, I want to try to see if I can highlight this really funny part. I just want to see it. So hopefully I can kind of stall or pause enough.
You have defeated Malik, destroyed the Starforge, and broken the spirit of the Sith.
We broke the spirit of the
For this, I
Sith.
am proud to present you each
And so everyone shows up here, including
highest honor.
HK, who we saved as well.
Extra perks.
So thanks to everybody for saving HK from sitting in Tatooine.
Of the Republic.
Yay!
Actually, I don't think we can see Carf here because that's unfortunate, because he has the thing. So I can't play through this whole. There's gonna be credits after this, but I can't play through this for legal reasons. So, but if Carf didn't have his Sith armor on, he would have the best look ever.
He's not very good at clothes.
So, actually, we can just highlight this part out. There you go. The character's eyes are closed.
Recognized as the saviors of the galaxy, the heroes of our age. But you must remain.
Candace have that smile? No, he doesn't. Only Carf does.
You may be called upon yet again to defend the glory of the Republic against the tyranny of the dark side.
But yeah, that's Coder 1, so glitchless.
Destiny of the Jedi.
So I'll let y'all hear like 1 sec.
Should probably cut it out because we gotta finish up tonight at some point and let the studio crew go to home.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, I gotta cut it out there because if we played any more of that, legal reasons, legal stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be back soon here with Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. You do not want to watch this because, this was really chill, but things are about to get a lot more chaotic.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sanjan, for that awesome run and for all the amazing donations that came in during it. So stay tuned, chat, because we're going to be right back with the sequel, which was one of our bonus games, and we've completely smashed that donation goal. And so we are going to be seeing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, and this time with glitches. While we're getting set up for the next run, have a few donations here to read. I have $25 from Bobo Luck. Thank you so much. And I have $50 from Anonymous. And just a reminder that as we move into this bonus game, there's another bonus game Friday night. Bonus game 4 is Celeste Farewell by me, your host. I'll be hopefully running Farewell if we get to the total donations of 46,000. So every single donation that is getting put to Malala Fund goes towards that Farewell incentive. Speaking of that, we also have 2 other incentives for Celeste. You can choose the file name for the Farewell run, and for the All Red Berries run, you can choose if Carrie is going to be playing as Badeline or Madeline. Who would you like to see collect all the berries? Stay tuned, everyone. We are going to watch a Twitch ad, and then we'll be back with Coder 2.
मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरी जो दलित वर्ग के लोग हैं, वंचित वर्ग के लोग हैं, मुसहर हैं, मुस्लिम हैं, इन सभी समुदाय के बच्चियाँ और बच्चे दोनों ही पढ़ लिख कर के बहुत आगे जाएं, जिससे गरीबी और सामाजिक रूप से जो बदलाव आना चाहिए वो आ सके।
India is one of the biggest democracies in the world. The challenges that girls are facing vary depending on which part of India you talk about. But in some places, you can get discriminated. You may not be able to get access to education. You may not be allowed to get into a school. Girls may not find a school nearby in her village, or she may not feel safe because there's the issue of sexual harassment or abuse when she goes from her home to school. This is something that needs our attention and that Malala Fund is right now working on.
मेरा नाम रीता है। मैं सामुदायिक कल्याण और विकास संस्थान की सचिव के पद पे काम करती हूँ। मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गोल है कि मैं दलित और वंचित वर्ग के बच्चों, विशेषकर महिलाओं और बच्चियों के लिए उनकी शिक्षा और उनकी आजीविका के लिए काम करती हूँ। हमारे जो ग्रामीण क्षेत्र हैं, इसमें शिक्षा की स्थिति बहुत बुरी है। 8वीं के बाद बच्चियां जो हैं खास करके वो ड्रॉप आउट हो जाती हैं, क्योंकि उनके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं होता, कि उनके पेरेंट्स के पास इतना पैसा नहीं होता कि वो पढ़ा सकें किसी को। तो वो ज़्यादातर लड़कियों को वो घर के काम, खेतों के काम ज़्यादातर ये बच्चियां संभालती हैं। तो हम लोग जब मलाला फ़ंड के साथ हम लोग काम करना शुरू किए, तो सबसे पहले हम लोग यही देखे कि सबसे ज़्यादा ड्रॉप आउट बच्चियाँ किस गांव में हैं। जिस जगह पे ड्रॉप आउट बच्चियों की संख्या ज़्यादा होती है, हम पहले वहाँ पर सेंटर शुरू करते हैं और 6 महीने के बाद देखते हैं कि जब ये बच्चियाँ कुछ पढ़ लिख गई और उनको हम इनरोल करा दिए, और इनरोल कराने के बाद भी हम देखते हैं कि वो ठहराव हो रहा है स्कूल में कि नहीं हो रहा है, तब फिर हम दूसरे गाँव में सेंटर को चेंज करते हैं। अभी तक हमने रिजल्ट देखे हैं कि 571 की संख्या हम अचीव कर चुके हैं, इनको इनरोल करा चुके हैं और स्कूल में इनका ठहराव हो चुका है। इस साल का जो हमारा टारगेट है वो भी इतना ही का है, और फिर अगले साल हम देखेंगे जो बच्चियां बचेंगी उनका फिर हम इनरोल कराएंगे।
ये लोग सोचते हैं कि लड़कियां पढ़कर क्या करेंगी, कुछ करेंगी तो है नहीं, सिर्फ पढ़ाने से उनका पैसा खर्च होगा, और लड़कों को पढ़ाएंगे तो लड़के कुछ कर सकते हैं, उनको कमा कर खिलाएंगे, और लड़कियां क्या करेंगी, कुछ नहीं।
मलाला फंड के आने से जो हमारी लड़कियों पे और हमारी संस्था पे दोनों पे बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभाव पड़ा है। और लड़कियां जो स्कूल नहीं जाती थी, जिनको बिल्कुल लग रहा था कि नहीं एजुकेशन कुछ नहीं है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा अवेयर हुई हैं और अब स्कूल जाने के लिए बहुत तत्पर हुई हैं।
आर्थिक तंगी से मेरी पढ़ाई रुक गई थी। मलाला फंड के लोग आए, मेरे माता पिता से जागरूक करवाए और मेरे एडमिशन करवाए, तब से मेरी पढ़ाई चालू होने लगी।
फ्यूचर में इन बच्चियों को बहुत आगे बढ़ाना है, एजुकेशन के मामले में, लाइवलीहुड के मामले में इन्हें बहुत आगे ले जाना है। यही मेरा सपना है, यही मेरा प्लान भी है।
Welcome back to Fleet Fatale's all-women speedrunning event here on GDQ Hotfix. Thank you to everyone who's been tuning in and donating all week. You can see the schedule of runs that are coming up next with !schedule or on the Games Done Quick website to check out all of the incredible women runners that are coming up with some great games. We have $5 from Monster Boy 479. Thank you for your donation. And we have $10 from Greedy. Thank you. And with that,